I know, right, Cellist? I'm going to kind of miss it. Today of all days, it seems both sad and melancholy and celebratory in a weird way. Celebratory.
It's a trap.
1 second, Mike. You're having an emotional moment. This is the very final time I'll introduce a Kerbal stream. This is a good piece of music, though. This is actually, I guess I can say it now, this is an orchestral version of the actual theme. This is a cover from some... Is my camera just paused? Hello? Webcam? Hello? Hello? Oh god, what's happening now? Hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. Can you see me? How many fingers am I holding up? Alright, that's fixed.
The average person has sex 89 times a year. This is going to be one hell of a week.
Fucking hell, Santa. Timed to perfection as well. How long have you been sat on that one? That was good. Shake, welcome to the stream. No, Santa, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. Cellist, welcome to the stream. Org, welcome to the stream. Mikey B.
It's a trap.
Welcome to the stream, Mikey. Thank you for the 23 months. How are we all? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The final Kerbal stream. Ooh, Jamie, welcome to the stream.
Every the 25th of December in Chumbivilcas province, Peru, residents go to the center of town to have a communal fist fight. Residents claim it is cathartic. Afterwards, fighters are encouraged to drink away the pain of their injuries.
I like that, actually. We do it, but it's not encouraged.
Dragging down the average since '94.
Jealous. I see what you're saying now. Jealous, thank you for the bits. Jamie, welcome to the stream. Fights on around Christmas? Are you kidding me? That doesn't sound like that'll catch on. Jake, welcome to the stream as well. Auger, that's good news. I think the PvP stuff got updated as well. But ladies and gentlemen, this is hopefully the final Kerbal Space Program stream. Stream number 56. Hours number 168 to 171 or something like that. Scotty was telling us the other day we've been streaming this every Friday, or as many Fridays as I can manage, since September 2020. This is by far the longest we've ever continually played one game. Fair enough, it's only once a week, but still. We were just about to finish when the Puvid disaster took hold of the DSA, and we have fought tooth and nail for a year to just about make it to the point where, in orbit as we speak, there are two vaccine dispersal, orbital vaccine dispersers, the OVDs, one in a polar orbit, one in an equatorial orbit, and I am proud
Can
to...
you put me down for every mission so I can get points to catch up to Ek?
The thing is, Mikey, is I think today there isn't going to be any mission points given out. Alas. Because all there is to do today is to doom the Puvid 5. Actually, there are two things. Well, there's multiple. But we are going to end today's playthrough by trying to crash the game with as big a fireworks display as possible. But first, we have to work out whether or not it's all in vain, as we check, for the first time in a while, the Doomhaus orbital atmospheric scanner, which has been, for 40 years, has been monitoring the spread of the virus on Kerbin. If we switch to this now and it has double green flashing lights, if it has any red or orange or any other colours, then the vaccine has not worked. But if it's double flashing green, then we know that the vaccine has completely has worked on the complete planet, and everybody is finally Puvid-21 free.
Merry Christmas, you cunt less than 3.
Dobbs, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the 100 bits. Merry Christmas to you as well, you cunt. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rob. Dobbs, welcome to the stream. Mikey, thank you for the bits. Dobbs, thank you for the massive bits. Chalice, thank you for the bits. Jamie, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. Mikey, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 23 months, Mikey. Right. Has the last 18 months been in vain? Or is there 2 green flashing lights on the orbital relay scanner? It's been a tough year, boys and girls, but I can now officially, thanks to the hard-working and diligent members of the Doomhaus Space Agency, confirm that Kerbin is 100% COVID-free. What a mess. If Bybit comes in here, we have to thank her for the perfect creation of the vaccine. One isn't the right green, so more missions are needed. I think we've got a double green light flashing right there, which means that the planet, which it's been scanning for 40 years, is now completely free of the virus. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just go and check if there's any vaccine left. I think I actually have to do this, which I should have done before, but I forgot. Which means all there is to do is to bring Jamwedge home. Then we are loading up the prison ship that we built last week, and we are condemning the Poovid 5 to a life of solitude, away from the Doomhaus for their crimes on Minmus. Once that is done, it's time to work out how to crash the game. Right, is there any vaccines left in this? There is. There's 25 left in each. Press 1 to just fire the rest of the vaccines off for no fucking reason. Or should we keep them, maybe? Cheeky, welcome to the stream.
Twat.
Thank you for the bits as well and the kind words. Cheeky, how are we? Merry Christmas to everybody that's celebrating it today as well. Chalice says, fire them all off now. I don't know if we should keep them, though. Because there's some of these baguette tanks, look, they're pretty much full. You ate way too much. Are you back home now, Cheeky? Yeah? Or did you go somewhere to celebrate? I tell you what I'm going to do while we're here. We'll have a slow start, boys and girls, as always. I'm going to, if I have force down, if we have star size up, then launch an explosion delay. If I do that for all 4, I want to test something. Because I want to work out, for the sake of the game crash experiment we're going to do later on in the stream. Back home now, you was at your mum, and you've spent all day eating. I mean, what is the holiday for other than that, right? Alright, now, I need to work out... Can you edit action groups from here? Action sets. Oh, edit action groups. But I don't know how to do this. I want to do it so I can hotkey all of the fireworks to go off at once. Custom 1. How do I join? Oh, okay. So, selection, Starshot 32, toggle same interaction, launch? So then how do I keybind that? So I've got it in custom, is it just a case of, do I just press this? Ooh, I do. Right, we can't hear them now because we're in a vacuum, but eventually we'll be able to hear these fireworks going off. And we're going to do this, we're going to spam the crap out of... We're going to put as many firework launchers as possible. This is a fucking highly valuable vaccine. We're going to put as many firework launchers as possible on something and celebrate the end of the Kerbal playthrough by just seeing if we can crash the game. You watch, it'll crash my PC or it'll send the stream offline or something. Right, I'm just going to waste a few vaccines here just to test my new button. So if I was to go... Did I do a good thing or a bad thing? Can you imagine when these are all exploding and making the sound back on Kerbin? The frame rate's already struggling, let alone fucking... Alright, this is a good idea, I think. Anyway, boys and girls, congratulations. It would appear that the Doomhaus, that the Kerbin is finally safe and the Doomhaus Space Agency didn't kill everybody. Get a load of us. Cool. Right, that means then, if everybody's safe and everybody's cured, we need to drag Jamwedge out of orbit, because he's circling at the moment, and get him home safe, which will be the first time he's been home in about 45 years. Literally. So let's do that first of all. I need to find... Jamwedge is in orbit on a ship called the Do No Want to Come Back, if I recall, and he got his fucking wish. Alright. We have one Miss Christmas. Trim. True. Trim, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. Trim, it's done! COVID-21 is no longer an issue. Right, let me... It's the Do No Want to Come Back, right? Where's that? There. Orbiting Kerbin. So if we was to launch... Let's bring him home. I think he's got enough fuel to bring himself back, actually. Because we got really lucky, if you remember. But we may have a successful mission point available if somebody wants to go up and get him. How much fuel does he have left? Might be enough. It's a poodle engine, so it should be fine.
Holy Testicle Tuesday!
Merry Christmas, nerd.
That's surprisingly louder because of my settings on Kerbal. I apologise if that blew everybody's ear out. Trim, thank you for the £2 straight in the shit bucket. This guy. Give him... Is that 5 days in a row, you big shit? Thank you, Trim. I love you. Thank you for the £2. Gifting done. Thank you, Trim. I appreciate it. Is that part 4? I think that's part 5. Thank you, Trim, very much. I'll put that towards buying sex fruit. Right, I need to... That's like 400 quid, a lot of quid. Right, Jamwedge has been stuck in orbit during this whole thing. He's been the only Kerbal that hasn't had the virus. He was the hero, oddly, because he didn't contract the virus. That's all he did. Right, I guess we can turn off these now, right? We can turn off tracking the scanner. Wait, I thought I just turned it on. Oh, there we go. Turn off tracking the scanner. And let's bring Jamwedge home. Has everybody missed him? I was going to say, let's practice landing near the Space Centre, but I don't have to practice anymore, because this is it. And then it's time to punish the bastards that started this whole virus in the first place. Right, turn into retrograde. Engines enabled. Jamwedge, it's time to come home. Thank you, Trim. You've done your bit for charity. Look at his mission timer. 45 years, 118 days, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Christ. You get less for murder. Jamwedge, it's time. Come home. I like how we're doing the big climactic finale to Kerbal on a day when nobody's available, because half of the continental Europe are celebrating Christmas today and the others are preparing for it tomorrow. Although Cheeky's in a food coma, so it maybe needs distracted. There it is. That might be our last sunrise from orbit. I know, because we're sending the bastards, aren't we? Let's just have one... Because we won't get many chances to appreciate how beautiful this game can be. Actually, wait, but what about Kerbal 2? Press 1 to do a 3-year Kerbal 2 playthrough. Right, we should be starting to descend shortly. What I really like about this Jamwedge mission, by the way... Cats, welcome to the stream. I thought you might fancy that. We'll have to play it when it comes out, right, in like 2038 or whenever it actually happens. What I really like about this Jamwedge mission is just how, like, I don't know, it just feels like a really old mission of ours, because we sort of went through a few technological advances since this was built, and it just looks knackered and shit. Cats, welcome to the stream, though. Good afternoon. And Merry Christmas. I'll carry on, welcome to the stream. Good morning. And Merry Christmas Eve, I think. Can you launch me into deep space and end the playthrough? You can go with the prison colony if you'd like. But you get to live happily ever after, Shake. Right, let's decouple Jam Wedge's vessel. And then just pray that I'm actually... Yep, I'm coming in. And then Jam Wedge gets to just float safely home. I hope these parachutes work. The parachutes decay over the years, because these are 40 years old. Let me get rid of that heat shield. Do you know what? I did a little bit of tweaking to the vessel that's supposed to take this colony ship up, and I'm kind of nervous that I can't fly it properly. Like, I've got to land that thing on Minmus, and it's massive. But then after, when all's said and done, the plan for the stream is to see if we can crash the game. Should we do a prediction? Do I crash the game, or does the game crash the PC? Because if the game... What if that happens? Can't fly it properly. What's different to normal then? I'm just thinking of can't... Yeah. I'm wondering whether or not it's possible for even a competent player, let alone us bunch of maverick idiots. Is that a better way of saying it, Cheeky? I will crash your trim. But what I'm hoping is we can make the game freeze. And it would be a very pleasant way to see out the 56-part, 175-hour Kerbal playthrough, right? To just crash it, break it, Alt F4 and do some marbles and stream races. Somebody gets to be crowned Person of the Century of Christmas Day. Ooh, can't get many of them in a year. Merry stream. You celebrate today as well, right, cats? POTCOCD. Imagine? My voice is killing me, but I'm all about it.
BetHeck wins that.
So, if he wasn't available yesterday, by the way, since the Euros in summer, Mikey B overtook... when was the Euros? June or July? Let's say June or July. Mikey B overtook everybody with the 5 points he won from that. And he has been sat at the top of the league with the mug almost in his possession until today, when Eric has slowly but surely won literally fucking everything, including Person of the Century of the Day yesterday. And because there is a points haul to be given out, let me have a look at the leaderboard. As it stands, Eric's on 12 points. Now, here's the rub. Eric gets 3 points from that, as does Scotty. The only thing that could foil it is if Scotty got a successful mission point, but the only mission today is to take the Poovid 5 to Minmus. The Poovid 5 includes Eric, which is good because he's cargo, therefore he can't get a successful mission point because he's the fucking cargo that's being taken to Minmus. But the only issue is Mina and Scotty are also part of the Poovid 5. Therefore, Eric is almost guaranteed 3 points today, meaning Mikey has 5 days to get 4 points. Eric has somehow... We joked in the summer during the Kerbal the Sea of Thieves playthrough, we joked how Eric wins everything. The fact that Eric has done this is brutal, because not only does Mikey miss out on his mug, but fucking Muggins over here has to ship a mug to Ontario instead of 100 miles south. Fuck's sake. Can I get 3 times the points today? What if you win Person of the Century of the Day? I mean, you might be the one that takes him up. Have you got a chance? I think there is only one. But then again, I don't think anybody can get successful mission points today. Because... Oh, shoot. Nobody can get successful mission points today because it's a one-way trip to take that thing over to Minmus. And then we're doing the firework display, right? So they're going to have to fly it over there themselves. I'll tell you what, we'll put a probe on it. How about that? Yeah, that's how it'll work. Then the probe will sort of disintegrate the keys so they can't fly it away and they're stuck on Minmus forever. Does that sound good? Doesn't everybody outside the NA do it today? No, the UK does it tomorrow as well, Cats. I think it's like an English-speaking tradition to do it on the 25th, whereas everybody else does it on the 24th. I still think people should have had points taken if they died. That's not a bad idea, Trim, but I think it's an idea we had once we'd already got started. Maybe for the next one. I'll be long dead by the next one, regardless. But it's not bad. It makes it a bit spicy, right? Yeah, alright then, for Kerbal Space Program 2, let's fucking do it. Then again, there'll be some fucking option where you can't edit names in KSP2, won't they, little fuckers? Jam Wedge, after 45 years of orbiting alone in deep space, you finally return to your home planet. Jam Wedge left a home planet with no viruses, and he's returned to a home planet with no viruses. This is actually one of the more significant things. This has been a 45-year mission that is only just coming to an end. Do you know what the worst thing is? Jam Wedge is the ultimate saviour because of what he managed to do for the DSA. But his mission is a failure because he went to go and find Duna, which is why his ship's called Duna Want to Come Back. Do you know what? Can I actually get out? Oh, this is the one I can't get out of, isn't it? Because some fucking idiot put a solar panel over the hatch. Look. Imagine if I'd got him all the way to Duna and then worked out that. God damn it. Jam Wedge, well played. Right, Crisis is going to come out with his wheelbarrow to collect Jam Wedge and take him back to the KSC, where I think we're going to get Sothan and Mikey B with screwdrivers to try and pry him out of his canister. That's our first 45-year mission. I don't know how long Augur's been orbiting Kerbal for. The sun, should I say, in the other playthrough. Don't say 2026, Trim. We've all got faith round here. Right, now, do you want to see something fucking stupid as well? 56 stream playthrough. I mean, it's not stupid for him, but it's a funny thing. Where's... Look, Raven won Person of the Century of the Day this week, or Marble of the Century of the Day, which meant he got points. Therefore, new guy Raven has got a Kerbal, despite the fact it's the last stream and there's no fucking missions. He's joined the DSA. It's a successful space agency from what you can see from his 3 hours that he's been working here. Daft. 8 points to get Jam Wedge out of his ship. Is that how much you need, Mikey? To tie Eric? Right. Virus is cured. Planet is saved. Now, there are a certain amount of people who are responsible for the virus getting out in the first place. If you recall, it spread on the DSS Mombi, the beautiful, successful space station that we named after our dearest friend Mombi. The virus spread like wildfire on board said ship because there was a P-worderia, if you remember, which sold fine Italian food products. There was also a science wing, there was a jail, there was quite a few things. But there was also a sex dungeon. Now, Alcarion and Mina ran the pizzeria. The sex dungeon was manned by Eric and Scotty. The science wing, I think, was Satan and Bibe. There's a bunch of people worked on this thing. But there was some passage of materials between the sex dungeon and the pizzeria that ended up with some incredibly infected cheese being used in the cafeteria or in the P-worderia and spreading like wildfire, a disease to the entirety of the station. That disease is the same disease, COVID-21, which caused everybody on Kerbal's eyes to turn upside down. They've only just got their eyes back straight after a hell of a lot of work to stop them dying. So we have built for the staff that were responsible for that cheese incident, as well as Santa, who was tasked with crashing the space station through the atmosphere so it dissolved and we got rid of the problem. Instead, it went straight through the atmosphere. Do you know what? We got everybody back and managed to cure them locally, didn't we, if you remember? In the decontamination unit. We got them to a state where they could fly again. That was supposed to be the end, in, like, March. And we said to Santa, tell you what, Santa, you get up there, you get on board that space station, and what we'll do is, we'll cure you when you get back, because you'll be infected, because you're trying to pilot the fucking thing. This is in March. If you can fly that through the atmosphere, the atmosphere will tear it to shreds, you can evacuate safely, and we will sort you out when you get back. And then it will evacuate, it was going to evaporate in orbit, split into a million billion pieces, and the virus and everything would be destroyed in the inferno, right? That was going to be perfect. Somehow, Santa managed to drive it perfectly, with zero heating for some reason, through the atmosphere and crash landed at ground zero, on ground zero, and infected the whole planet. Now, Santa, as well as the staff of the pizzeria and the sex dungeon, need to be punished. Agreed? Is there anybody that would fight for the rights of the Poovid Five? Therefore, Mina, Alkirion, Scotty, Eric, and Santa, none of them can agree over whose fault it is, so all 5 of them are being sent to Minmus to live in this. The Minmus Colony prison ship. Now, this was designed by the people themselves, as well as Siddles. He had a bit of a... To be honest, he had a genius idea, really. So this big orange section down below is... They wanted another sex dungeon for some reason, so there they go, they've got it. It's 4 times bigger than the one before. I don't know why they need that, there's only 5 of them, but there it is. I'm assuming Scotty and Eric are going to... You know what I mean? There's also... Alkirion and Mina's request. A P-word area up top you can see by the Italian flags and the, you know what I mean? And there's like a seating area and all that. And then there's the sleeping quarters. But there is also, at Siddle's request, you'll see this greyish bit. These are the sexy showers. That was named by Siddles, don't talk to me about it. The sexy showers... hopefully, if there is any passage of materials through, might help stop the spread of... But who cares? They're all guilty anyway. They could fucking die on midnight. Hello, Alkirion. Sorry, I didn't see you were there. The only issue is this thing is heavy as dicks. So we're going to try and land it on Minmus, and then there's going to... I need to put a probe on it, don't I? Give me a probe. I need a probe. Is that a probe? That's not a probe. Probes are up here, aren't they? What about this little probe? Yes. So the probe is the only... Oh, I've got an idea. I've got a stupid idea. All the best ideas are the stupid ideas. The probe is going to self-destruct. Can I not fit a... I want to put a... Wait. Strip them all of their points, or 8 points for me for being an original Kerbal. You should have messaged me earlier, Mikey. We could have rigged the fuck out of this. Where can I put the probe on this? I don't want to put it... Can I put it on the top? It's not going to stick, is it? Because it won't stick to the top of this, because you're not supposed to attach stuff to them things. Let's put it... Probe. Put it fucking... I mean, I could just sneak it in down below somewhere. Stick it in here. This probe... Can I not put a fucking probe on anything? Hello? How do I... What if I was to turn it so it... There. Could I attach it to something now? It was attached. You just can't see where. Now, the important bit. I guess we control from there. Therefore, we need to put the guilty party. Now, we was going to have a trial, right? But none of the people that are involved in this would admit any guilt or blame whatsoever. Santa said it wasn't his fault. The crash. Alkirion and Mina say that they just used what materials they had. Scotty and Eric refused to fucking... They refused to... I don't know, you know what I mean? They work in a sex dungeon, what do you expect? Therefore, the only thing we can do is send them all. So we need Mina the Third, leaving Kerbin for the very last time. Scotty the Fourth, leaving Kerbin for the very last time. Eric Jr., leaving Kerbin for the very last time. Santa the Fourth, leaving Kerbin for the very last time. And Alkirion Jr. Trim, you're right, actually. I'd never thought of it that way, but you're right. I've just ordered some donuts, arriving soon in a robot. Fucking monkey. Right, Alkarion. I think you might be the only one that's here just now. Out of the group. Mina's here as well. Mina, welcome to the stream. Mina and Alkarion. Think of a name for this vessel. For the colony ship. If either of you can think of a good name for it. Any special flavours, Cellist? Flavours of donuts. Yeah, flavour. Of course you can. This is going to be flown up there by a probe. And then once this thing has touched down on... You watch this be the most difficult mission I've ever embarked on. I might do it super safe. And just fly the fucking thing straight up if possible. Do you know what I mean? And then... Because, I mean, I'm going to use a lot. I put extra boosters on because it feels like it's going to be a heavy ship. But I don't know if I should put extra fuel on it. You super safe. Alright, nervous is maybe a better way of saying it than super safe. But I don't want it too high because the centre of gravity is like up the top, isn't it? Cinnamon, sugar, peanut butter and jelly. G-Sky. I mean, it's got a lot of boosters on it. If this is the last thing that ever takes off from the launch platform, then it's got to have a sizable amount of boosters on it, right? I just need something that goes straight up, don't I? That's all. Press 1 to put more boosters on it. But what if they all blow up? If I can get it like right high up into space, then we can work on it after that. So let's just go booster fucking crazy on it, shall we? Balls to it. Alright, Chalice, you're going to have to take a picture of the robot. Would they stay attached? Do they actually... No, they're not, are they? So there's only Cheeky that's voted for more boosters. Alright. You've changed people. Can I actually attach some boosters? If I get it like really high, then we'll work. So we'll be able to hopefully make this successful. But these have to actually detach. There we go. Are they in a detaching position? No, they're terrible. What the hell? How is this? Trim, can we be honest now? We're playing this game for the last time. Attaching anything to fucking radial decouplers is awful. Especially big long stuff. There's probably some easier method. This thing's dumb. But then again, all I need is height, which I think was the Beatles lyric. Okay, where's them decouplers, the new ones? They're there, so if I put them all up there with the other decouplers... This is like one of them missions we used to go on before we knew how to play Kerbal as much as we do now, which is not a great deal. All the boosters... Yeah, let's just get height, big height. Next, I need some structural support. Let's go with the emotional support. I don't get any more since the incident. Thanks, Trim. Then we'll maybe attach them together. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's romantic. I'm in my room still, but I get my sister to take a photo. I like the idea a donut ship arrives. Let's just call it the Midmas Colony Mothership. Right, do we have the correct staff on board? We do. Mina is on board, Scotty is on board, Eric is on board, Santa is on board, and Alkarion is on board. Roger that. Mina, Scotty, Eric, Santa, and Alkarion say goodbye to Kerbin for the last time because we don't want guilty bastards on our planet. Our nice, clean, COVID-21 free planet. Scum of the earth, a lot of them, honestly. Can I fucking die already? I feel so bad. What, from overeating, you mean? You ordered 3 donuts and they're sending 6. Excuse me. I don't know if these boosters are going to actually stay on. They are. Right, I'm worried that this thing tips over, but if it's got if it's got a sheer amount of speed like this has, then hopefully we don't get anybody killed. Mina, Scotty, Eric, Santa, and Alkarion. You are being tried for the crimes of negligence, disgusting behaviour, bad cooking, bad quality control, terrible driving, perversion, and obstruction of justice. We would have a court system to determine who specifically is guilty, but abandoning you all on a distant moon sounds more fun, frankly. I'm worried about this mission all of a sudden. I'm just going to go straight up. Let's just get to space.
Norman Stanley Fletcher.
Fuck. Oh, that's warmed my heart, Mikey. Mikey, thank you for the bits.
Bite me, Kerbal.
3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye to the guilty party. They might die. Actually, they might come back if this mission fails. Let's just make sure they get to space before we start doing anything stupid. Also, I'm worried we go too fast and blow up in the atmosphere. Anything could happen with this mission. Alkarion, thank you for the massive bits. I appreciate it. The frame rate is worried already. Mikey, thank you for the big bits as well. Alright, we're holding strong, but we're going to some thick atmosphere and we're going quite quickly. And we're going straight up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. We've got no heat lines yet. We're going to start getting a bit fiery shortly. Please don't blow up. That's how our apoapsis is currently. 40 kilometres. We're not blowing up, we're good. We're at nearly 1,000 metres per second. This is a lot of boosters. Now we're going to start heating. And we can't heat too much. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're alright. I think. That is crazy. This is fast for us. Our apoapsis is massive, but I can't do anything about it. No way, the apoapsis is huge. Right, I'm sorry everybody for potentially sending... Let me just... What a flight plan that was. Fucking hell, that was foolish. Right. Prepare for the great decoupling. Please all actually come off. They did. The boosters are free. This ship is weird looking. Right, let me just lower the throttle of the lower engine. We'll activate it. And say goodbye. It's kind of sad, actually. These are some quite successful Kerbal families. Eric and Scotty are getting 3 points as a result of this. Yet they're going to be destined to die on a lonely moon. Right, let me add a manoeuvre. I'm going to skid it around a bit so it's like parallel. Oh, that'll do close enough. I'm going to stretch this out, but I don't know how big a burn this is. Because there's a lot of weight on this. Is it a long burn? 2 minutes and 30 fucking seconds. What? Do I have that enough fuel for that? I've only got 2100 fucking meters per second delta V. That's a big burn. Oh, tell me I can actually get there. Ooh, that's not good, you know. Nina's waving goodbye to her home planet. Right, okay, I'm going to turn to... I'm going to let that off. I'm concerned, you know, whether or not we've got enough punch to get where we need to go. Mindrate, welcome to the stream. Good morning. The Poovid 5 are on their way. Jamwedge is home. We confirmed that the virus has been got rid of. The orbital scanner had the 2 green flashing lights, which meant success. And now we are just waiting until... what's half of 2 minutes 20 seconds? 1 minute 15-ish. 2 minutes 27. We'll go 1 minute 15 just to be safe. We're good for electric charge. Estelle, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're saying hello, I see. Could you not hear before? Oh, you got the sound on now. Mina, this is your mission, by the way. You have just left Kerbin for the very last time. There it is, look, the space centre down below, but this flight's a bit dodgy. This is where we send you, Alkirion, Santa, Scotty, and Eric to Minmus on the prison colony ship, never to return. Estelle, welcome to the stream as well. Then Mina, hello. But I'm actually worried whether we've got the fuel to do this. She's going to leave me with about 500 Delta V, which I'm worried about. And it's still not going to get me a fucking orbit. Bring them home. Forgiveness for the Poovid 5. End the kink shaming. It's not the kink shaming, it's the food regulatory standard. I don't know. As long as you don't bring me back to Duna. I promise. Just imagine, the next Physics Friday after this is going to be, I was going to say it's going to be another game. I was going to start talking about Teardown, but I forgot, thanks to fucking Bybeat, we played Under the Sand. A game famous for having no content. But new content. It might have barely any, but it's got some, and it's some that we're unfamiliar with. So just give me a second, I'm waiting until we get to the point where I can start this burn. What does that green button do? Doesn't know. 2,500. Why have I got such little? Has he got trailers? Don't tell us, cats, we're going to go and have a look, because last time it had 0 content. You collected beans, and then that's it. What, you mean actual... Don't tell us that, cats, we're supposed to be going and experiencing it. You're spoiling Under the Sand. There's barely any content to spoil. Oh, imagine the trailer reveal that we're now not going to get. Right. Burn. Nobody wants spoiled beans. True that. I'm shutting down my work stuff. Merry holidays, everybody. Congratulations, Sheikh. Go to the Steam page. Yeah, the rest of us haven't even done that. Do you know I might leave doing the event shebang until tomorrow? Yeah, do it, man. Ignore the guy with the kink shaming sign and the Swiss cheese. This is a long burn. I'm worried that we don't have enough fuel for it. It's a big fucking engine, this. And there's no thrust limiter on. I thought getting this high would mean that we could... Do you know what I mean? We can't focus, right? Oh, is it, have you eaten too much? You're like cheeky and currently sat in a food coma. Let me just aim at prograde. Maybe it'll speed this up a little bit. Tell you what, let's actually speed this up. The goal of today, ladies and gents, once we've got these firmly planted on Minmus and then we forget all about them, is to just confirm that I'm doing this right. I'll get an orbit here. Once we've got these stranded on Minmus is to it's not an orbit at all, but that works. Whoa, the wobble. Stop 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 the wobble. Stop. Stop wobbling. Fucking hell, did you see that? Right, next we need to decouple. Can I just do this manually? Yeah. Alright, there's no wobbling anymore, we're fine. This thing nearly wobbled itself apart then. Oh yeah, you do it like tonight, right, Vina? By you, I mean the entirety of Denmark. Right, the engine's activated. And this is a slightly more efficient engine, but I've got no Delta V, why? Can I get to Minmus on such little... Is it acceptable to have beans with bangers and mash as an adult, or does it have to be peas and gravy? Beans, bangers and mash. If you're living in the... If you're part of the Bash Street Kids shake, I think you can do it. You might get away with it. Alright. Next, I need to do my inclination burn, don't I? Which... Do I need to do it, or can we just be sarcastic with our... If I go now to anti-normal... Oh, so you're gonna be doing the Christmas festivities soon, but right now is the preparation nightmare. Do you know what I worry about? Tonight is ZG, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day for half of us, but then it's also AV night and AB release night and golf. That was the wrong inclination. Fuck us, apparently. Right? I don't know what the hell's gonna happen tonight. Obviously, most of Continental Europe won't be available for it, fully understood, but still the rest of us. I know lockdown was a factor, but am I right in thinking we did Christmas Day golf last year? I seem to remember a very drunk Shinley. Where are my engines up there? Christmas Day golf was, yeah, it was good. It was good. That might be one of the best golfs for a very long time, that Christmas Day one. That was good shit. Who knows what happens tomorrow, right? Right, we're going to set Minmus as our target, and then, hopefully, I have enough fuel. Yeah, New Year's Eve golf, that's true. I don't think anybody's going to be going out to fucking pubs and clubs and shit, right? Sounds disgusting and atrocious. There's our Minmus. There it is. Going out on New Year's Eve. Fucking gross, I know, right? Right, can I target my... I hate this. All I want to do is have Minmus focused, but target my fucking manoeuvre. This has only become a thing lately, by the way. Never wanted to do that. It's house parties is where it's at. Yeah, it's always a bit miserable going out on New Year's Eve. It feels like, how can it be bad? But it always is. I mean, in house parties where it's at anyway, unless you're out trying to text someone home. I'm supposed to go to a neighbour's to help his kid build his PC, but I still feel like I don't need to walk to move. I can just roll. Jakey's had a busy morning. Take you on. This guy. I know, Cellist. We know, you told us all last time. Cellist and his anti-New Year narrative that he won't shut up about. I tell you what, I might as well just get a flat... It's a 13-second burn, but I don't have the fuel. But we do have fuel in the other thing, don't we? Hey, Trim, you ready? Thumbs out, you know what I mean? Party at Trim's. Alright, let me... what is that? What does that... Does that do what I think that does? Please tell me I've not just worked out a very fundamental Kerbal mechanic on the 56th and final stream. Does that walk me to the manoeuvre?
Mod Cellist.
Yes, it does. Shake? No. Bet George outlasts you both. Cellist doesn't believe in New Year. Everybody look at Cellist and he doesn't believe in New Year. Pushing his fucking narratives. Shake, thank you for the big bits. Cheeky, did you already do your twat bit? I'm asking for a friend. You did. In fairness, as the guy that doesn't celebrate my birthday, and the guy that doesn't celebrate Christmas, and the guy that doesn't do any of that sort of stuff, the one thing that I can acknowledge feels significant and feels worth doing, and is at least has a scientific basis, is New Year. I don't really do the whole Jesus thing, but a new year is a new year. That's a lap of the fucking sun. And humans respond to stuff like that, right? New starts, fresh starts, this sort of stuff, clean slate. Even if you can do it at any point of the year. The whole Jesus thing, different story. Why am I drifting off of my manoeuvre? Why am I drifting off of my manoeuvre? Oh, it's the wobble. This wobble's going to be the death of us. Thanks a lot, welcome to the stream. Give it or take a few hours. If it was a full lap, we wouldn't need delete years. This is true, yes. Thanks a lot, good afternoon. New Year, what a wonderful excuse to get drunk. Precisely. Not that you need one, of course, which I'm sure is Cellist's response to that, but still. I fucked my burn up because I've got the wobble. Yeah, this thing's too wobbly for Beastar, man. I tell you what, the way to fix the wobble is to maybe go like that. I'm not actually going to crash, am I? Would that be correct to use of a magpie for cellist? No, a magpie is something completely unrelated. It's just shit posting. It's copying something from the internet and pasting it into an area even if there's no real reason for it. South and I love, welcome to the stream. The Bible 2, the whole Jesus thing. So posting a link to YouTube for a top 10 rappers would be wrong. Is that happening by chance? Magpies go out and find shiny shit, right? I thought it was the whole forgiveness thing, the Bible 1, the whole... sorry. Actually, technically, that's right, Seth, then. It is actually, yeah. The Bible 2. I tell you what, let's fix the wobble first. I'm worried about this mission all of a sudden. If I decouple... No, wait. We need to get everybody into the top part, don't we? What have I been doing all this for? Who am I? Do you know what? Fuck this off. Let me just get around to the... So today, by the way, if you're joining, the whole idea of today's stream is to finish the Kerbal playthrough by stranding the prisoners on Kerbal in this thing, and then we're going to break the game by having a firework display so big that we hopefully destroy the frame rate. But this thing has to land on Minmus first. Or crash in the process. Either way is fine. My favourite was all the combos you could pull in the Bible one. Jesus pulled all the Duke and fucking hell. Right. Mina is now on board the vessel she shall spend the rest of her life in. Her guilty life. Mina, you are to be transferred to the P-word area. Next, Scotty, EVAs. We are going to put Scotty. I'm worried about that wobble, but hopefully the wobble shouldn't be a factor once we've sorted the... That's pretty mean considering left alone Kerbals are immortal. This is fair, but think about it. Tags like they've got a pizzeria, a sex dungeon, and some sexy showers. Oh, sorry, I'll carry on. I was going to respond to your message about the wobble being related to this testing the sex dungeon. Disgusting. So they can kind of live forever. Smite is a pretty good spell. Smite, that would be a World of Warcraft reference. Don't call them out on it, Shay. When are we flying everyone to Tonga for that? What we're doing instead is we're going to have the celebration at the KSC, which is a bit safer and doesn't require more Kerbal streams if it goes wrong. Mind, right? Right. Oh shit, it's a full module, isn't it? God damn it. Right. Let me transfer... We will transfer Scotty into the sex dungeon. Scotty's still red. We would force him to tank the second boss of Dire Maul. Daddy's Pants Night. Then we're going to board. And we're going to transfer Eric into the sex dungeon with Scotty, where he shall work forevermore. And then we want Santa to EVA into the... Where's Santa going? Santa can run the sexy showers. I'm sure he'd be up for that. They have sexy showers after rugby, don't they? He's well trained. Santa, get in. Good. This thing's going to crash land, right? If it crash lands and lands on its side, do we just leave them in it like that? Because they are guilty after all. Santa's been transferred in. And the final person to leave... Or is that everybody in it now? That is everybody in it, right? Or is it Alkarion? It is Alkarion. The last of the guilty. Hopefully this thing can fly to Minmus, otherwise they're going to be stranded in orbit, and it would be an ultimate failure which finishes the playthrough, which I kind of like. It's nice of you to honour Cheeky with your stream title, by the way. That did cross my mind. Alkarion? Is Alkarion a pilot? He's an engineer, right? Is there any pilots on this thing? Yes, okay. No. Can I decouple this thing? That's a problem. Did I put a Oh, thank God I put a decoupler up there. Jesus fucking... Alright, I've got 3,300 meters per second in this. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's roger that. I thought I'd really screwed up then. We're alright. Everything's good. Everybody stop panicking. Now, if I create a maneuver here... We're going for this. Minmus.
Twat.
Mina, if you agree, you're a bad person.
Twat.
Mina, if you agree with that, you're a bad person. Right, 54-second burn. Okay, we're golden. If I can land it, that is.
Twat.
Mina, if you agree with that, you're a bad person. Mina, if you agree with that, you're a bad
Twat.
person. Mina, if you agree with that, you're a bad person.
Twat. Twat.
$54-second burn in 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Taut.
Ah, get ironied, everybody. Almost. And there's Cellist as well. Some people can't fucking help themselves.
Taut.
And they're on Stubbler's side. Thank you, Mindright. Thank you, Cellist. Riz, welcome to the stream. Thank you all for the bits. We are sending the guilty parties to Minmus. Can I just fire this engine? Holy dicks, yes I can. Roger that. 54-second, that is a lot of poodles. I used to get a stick for using these shitty engines, but I liked them a lot, and now I obviously got the nuclear ones and sort of expanded beyond the poodles, but now here we are. Did he just call us dicks, mate? Yes! Yes! Every single one of you. How about that? Look at that. Fucking look at this. Been a while since I saw that one from Cheeky. I've kind of missed it. Yeah, oh yeah, we're all sat here now thinking it's been a while since we've. If Cheeky's gonna be a fucking ideas man and a leader today, let's not copy this one as well. Game, can you respond, please? It's fucking Siri that's having the problems. It's not me. I've got serious issues with my. I am struggling to. How do I join? It's going alright over here, Razor, on the very final Kerbal stream. They're trying to put me off so the fucking Minmus 5 can make it back. I like how it gets a little bit Beyonce in the middle. I can just about hear it, actually.
Good idea.
I'm just gonna bring the periapsis down. I think a Minmus periapsis is like... sorry, a good apoapsis on Minmus is like 6 or something like that. You can get away with it being really, really small so that my other bird doesn't have to be that big. 19. Let's go... Should we go 10k? 8. Look how tight that is, but Minmus is so shit, it's got no gravity. Therefore, you can get away with fucking finish Beyonce. I'd finish it. Just occurred to me you use headphones over your hat. Not true. Oh god, I forgot about fucking Siri. If you're landing on it, don't you want a periapsis of 0? I'm going to get an orbit first, Tagslack, so we can choose our landings. Which means, actually, now I actually know how to play Kerbal a tiny bit compared to like 3 weeks ago. I'm just waiting for the comments to say, oh my god, he's got ears. Ugh. Trim, Tagslack, Dorb, Shake, Cheeky, thank you for the bits. I hope you all enjoyed that. Yeah, we want to land on one of the flats, Tagslack, because for some reason I decided to be nice to them. It's been a while since we behaved so badly that Cerbatron had to be engaged. It's not fucking far off, Mina, I'll be quite frank. Do you know what? In fact, Mina's right. The day before fucking Christmas is the day finally when Cerbatron is engaged.
Forgot one thing. Twat.
Cheeky, thank you for the big bits. Don't start fucking... Nobody follow Cheeky's suit there. Cerbatron, I need you. Can you come in and help us?
Is it midstream break? Okay. 111 septvigintillion 111 sexvigintillion 111 quinvigintillion 111 quartervigintillion 111 trevigintillion 1
Cerbatron's coming.
duovigintillion 1
Cerbatron's gets...
unvigintillion 111
Siri.
vigintillion 1
Siri.
111 novem decillion 111 octodecillion 111 septendecillion
Thank you for the monster bits.
111 sexdecillion 111 quindecillion.
Wait, why am I...
111 quatuordecillion 111 tridecillion.
Why am I going absolutely nowhere near?
Duodecillion 111
Minmus.
undecillion 111 decillion 111 nonillion 111 octillion.
Why am I maneuver locked?
Septillion 111 sextillion 111.
Why am I nowhere near Minmus?
111 quadrillion.
Did the moon fuck us up or something?
111 billion 111 million 111,117.
Santa, thank you for the bits. Cerbatron?
Forgotten it, King. Twat.
Cerbatron, welcome to the stream. Tagslack, thank you for the bits. I don't understand what went wrong there. I was planning my manoeuvre perfectly and now it's fucked. And I'm nowhere near Minmus. How did that happen? Tagslack, thank you for the monstrous bits. Cerbatron, welcome to the stream. Please create some order over here, if that's okay. This is the Serbian voice for bits, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, it means serious fucking business. I'm really confused as to how that just happened. Have I got to go on another pass or something? That should not have happened like that, should it? Why or how was that a thing right there? What? What? I'm playing with limited fuel resources right here, and for some reason it's decided that I don't deserve to have happiness. I don't think we're going to end up with extra time, Mina. I seem to be completely screwed out of... What? Mikey, have a good one. I'd like to, Mina, but for some reason, I don't know why that happened or how. I'll tell you what we'll do. How do I fix this? That made absolutely no sense. And now the moon's fucking with me, and it's going to send me on a... How did... That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Alright. Wait. I'm so fucking baffled by that. Let me just walk to this maneuver and see what happens. I don't want to go to the fucking moon, thank you. I may just call you a twat in Danish. I think she did. I will send Augur up there if I can. That number sequence is also my position in any marbles race when I'm winning all the way and then get shafted at the end. Hang on, let me try and fix this. You can't even maroon us on the correct moon. Apparently not. I don't want to try and land this thing on the moon. But did you see, right? The moon didn't screw me previously. Let's turn to this maneuver. If this thing runs out of fucking fuel, I'm going to be so pissed off with this. Like, how did that... Let me just turn to retro... Fuck it, let's just go to retrograde. I'm so baffled by that. You saw me, right? You saw me have it right, then I waited, and for some reason, I was not allowed the... Am I pointing at retrograde? Please? Hello? How do I... There we go. Which means I'm going to have to start again. It's the moon. Piss off, moon, please. Right, that's used, frankly, more fuel than I wanted to spend. But it does mean that if I now set this as my target, and then add a maneuver... Can I get to Minmus again, please? Fuck off, moon. Nobody likes you. Sorry, Moon, I didn't mean to be so aggressive, but I'm very stressed and confused because we're running out of fucking time in the stream game. I can't have... Then again, has it not been the perfect example of what this playthrough has been? The game just completely changing, feeling like it's changing the rulebook every 10 minutes. Is the moon doing it again? Moon, fuck off. Please. Thank you. Tell you what, let me go. We'll walk up here. I don't have to repeat this mission, because that would suck. Mina's advertising jewel pods. Typical, right? This is the week where people come in and advertise their shit, right? Alright, turn back to progress. Let's just stretch that out a little bit.
Holy
Fucking
Testicle Tuesday!
Merry Twatmas.
Who is that? Is that actually you, Cheeky? Holy shit. Whoever that was, I don't even know if it's Cheeky because of the spelling. Thank you for the very, very generous £50 donation. Are you sure? Cheeky, if that's you, whoever it is, I'm going to assume it's you, Cheeky, with a name like that. Thank you, Cheeky, that's fucking insanity. Are you sure? I appreciate that very much. It might have been. Mysterious as ever. Damn. There's teardown paid for. Thank you, Cheeky. Do you know what I might do? I appreciate that, Cheeky, very much. Very, very much. Merry Christmas. Once his food coma's gone, worn off, he'll think, what the fuck did I do that for? Thank you, Cheeky. And now, unsurprisingly, all you can see in the shit bucket is donation stuff. Right, can I get my fucking maneuver note, please? These are only 10-second burns, but I can't rely on them anymore. That was crazy. Who would never give money to Stubbler? Thank you very, very, very much. Actually, that will sort games out for probably all of next year. So blame Cheeky if the stream sucks. Cheeky, do you want to be best friends? Right, in a day I need to make this burn. And hopefully we can actually get to fucking Minmas. I'm going to fudge the saves. It's the only way to do this. Right. Burn time 16 seconds in 17 minutes. You've got to have made Cheeky's life significantly worse for 6 years, I think, Shake. He's trying to expel the demons with generosity. Yeah, I appreciate that very much, Cheeky. Very, very much. I might start putting good clips of you in the best of now instead of that other shite that we've been putting in for the last few years. Oh god, that's just reminded me, after all this final week work, I've got a best of to make. Bollocks. I want to get this landed. Oh, this is pay to win, I see. Of course. That's why Eric's currently winning the look. Best of screenshot. Press 1 to make the best of just the 135 screenshots I took in Wednesday's stream because I thought I was saving. Razor's up for it. Cellist's up for it. Mina's up for it. Roger that. This has been the worst flight I've ever done in Kerbal, by the way. And I've done some shockers. There's some really great screenshots in that pile as well. So everybody's up for it. Alright then, shall I actually make a montage of screenshots where I thought I was saving at the end? I'm going to make it into a GIF and NFT and with some spicy music. Alright then. Remind me at best... Well, goodness, it already is fucking best of time. I'll do that. He'll say, here are the screenshots Stubbler took when he thought he was saving, and in fact he had his keybinds messed up. Because they're all just like... Because I only save when I feel like I'm safe. Therefore, most of the screenshots are like corridors with no aliens, or hiding behind a corner and looking at a wall, or Alex, for example. We're going to be finished with Half-Life soon and moving on to Valheim, which I think might kill the channel. I don't really know if it's a game that's possible to get much out of with the current setup for the Doomhaus, so we'll have to see. And then we're almost at Fallout 3. There was a bit of Long Dark sprinkled in there as well. And then once Fallout's done, it's the Doomhaus State of Decay playthrough. We've got a busy 2022 coming up if I don't die. Right, please may this work. I don't want to crash on Minmus. I want everybody to die of, like, natural causes, not negligence. Alright, now, confirm to me, everybody, that this... Because what that means is that we're going to Minmus. Tell me that you can actually see that and I'm not going crazy. Now, if I was to click the maneuver...
I got asked what my ringtone was. I've never really thought about it. Light brown, I suppose.
Fuck, that's actually really good. Shit, Santa, I'll give you that. That was pretty good. Santa, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the, well, yeah, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the 16 months as well. That's your best one yet. Fucking hell. I like boys now, thanks, Santa. Cardi, welcome to the stream. I've heard, Cardi, that there is a series of objectives and a final objective, but I don't know what the hell it is. But then we'll do it. I don't know if it's a story or anything, but it's good. I think it's something that probably isn't fit for a Doomhaus stream. But what we'll say is, if it doesn't feel like it's something that I should be streaming, please don't tell us if you know what it is or it isn't, or if it does have a final something or whatever. Don't tell us. But if it isn't fit, we'll stop it, yeah? I promise. We don't often do that, but if it doesn't fit, we'll do that. Or if I'm not enjoying it. So don't tell us if you know, of course, because we really don't want to ruin the experience. Valheim. Razor, say no more. I'm going to go in as blind as possible. Right. Trying to get to Minmus Part 2. This Christmas, your ring should be gold and you should have 5 of them. True. Wait. What would that look like, anatomically speaking? Sorry about this botched Minmus mission, by the way. I've wasted a little bit of time, but at the end of this playthrough today... the Kerbal playthrough ends today. And if the Kerbal playthrough... If we can get it to a point where the guilty are left on Minmus, then we're having a firework display. A firework display, I am hoping, is big enough to crash the game. Right, now, if I was to press this, can I actually warp into Minmus' system? I can, finally. I just spat my coffee out, thanks. Santa, Jesus. Santa, thank you for the sub. Congratulations on no emotes and all that stuff. A cheeky thank you again. Very, very much. I have a golden ring in anus version of a vajazzle. Is having a golden ring the anus version of a vajazzle? Cardi, let's run some tests. I'll see you behind Aldi in 45 minutes. Alright, let's turn to retrograde. And let's capture and hopefully get this thing landed. I've been fingered by Midas. Fuck this place. Can I even turn? Have I made a fucking ship that can't turn over on itself? What's going on? Have we got no control? No control. What? Let me transfer Alkarion into one of the other bits. Where's fucking Scotty? I need a pilot. Scotty in there? No, that's Mina and Eric in that one. Who's in that one? Scotty. Transfer Scotty into here. Can I actually control the bastard ship, please? Yes, there we go, finally. Alright, I'm running out of fucking time as well. Makes the 5 golden rings line a bit more meaningful. Oh, that's the thing, right? You've seen... I don't have enough Marvel knowledge to make this reference, but what's the one with the big glove? I mean, you could also make a Jimmy... No. Right, again, I've made a terrible mistake, as I do, but I'm going to try and fix it, and then if I can get a stable orbit, we're going to land the prison ship. Thanos, is that the character or the film? Twatos. That's the Greek island Cheeky goes on holiday to every year. Because there's nothing Finnish people like more than burning hot sunshine. Right, boys and girls. The prisoners are now safely at they're at Minmus. I've not got an enormous amount of fuel left, but hopefully we should be able to perform a landing here. This is where they are going to serve the rest of their lives. On the seabed. I thought Twatos was the Avengers porn parody. And there it is, boys and girls. We've gone all the way around. Full circle. Thank you, Trin. Age of Aldong. He presented you being framed for a bit. Right, 9,000, 12,000, we should be golden. We are going to land down here. Boys and girls, where's the sun? Not the son of God, that's tomorrow. Why is the flags over here? Shit, I didn't think of that. The time Cats crashed his car. Good whole wheat. I hate this community. Am I the only one, or is it like a shared thing? Right, boys and girls, I'm going to leave you with a beautiful Minmus sunrise. I'm going to turn SAS off and everything. We'll get the solar panels out so it can start once it gets to the sun, and I'm going to go for a quick midstream break. I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully you get to enjoy a beautiful Kerbal sunrise. Not Kerbal, because we're not on Kerbin anymore. Minmus.
Be remaining on board. And be adding your man hit the planet touch card.
Yes, Servatron, that'll fucking fix it. By we, meaning us on board, and by landing, you mean hit the planet hard. Have you noticed how Servatron actually does fix the bit problem? Respect, Servatron. Respect. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to quickly save, and then we're going to put the prisoners down where they belong, away from us.
Smart.
Enjoy, enjoy the sunrise if you get a chance to see it, otherwise I shall be back in 2 minutes. Why is it going like super dark on screen? Probably because it's night time. 2 minutes, Suthan, you're in charge.
Rudolph Terenos and Reindeer had a very skinny nose and if you ever savit your moldemen, Said Glofsal loft heot her Reindeer uset to lauk hand sal him amest he never let. Por Rudolph joini ani Reindeer gamest henone fogits Christmas eme Santa sametosai. Rudolph, mit your nose sobrikt mont, your guide mislake tonikt. Jedan awesome. Jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula. Jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula jeden nula nula tri nula nula cztery cztery nula nula pet nula nula sześć nula nula sedam nula nula.
Stubbler, it's all gone horribly.
Stubbler,
struggling with it. This is why Servatron is here, so he's here to fix the issue. Why can't I turn it off? Oh, I can. Trim, thank you for the bits. Chalice, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. Boys and girls, what's in this can? Right. It's finally time. Sothan did great. He let us have P-word and hard liquor and we didn't even break anything at all. But then what did I just return to? Sothan says cloudy lemonade. Mina says ginger beer. Tagslack says fizzy orange. Chelly says dandelion and burdock. Santa says fizzy orange. Estelle says Pepsi. Shake says mulled wine. Cheeky says this. Cardi says cherry Pepsi Max. Alkirion says cream soda, whatever it is. And I will not guess, so merry soda. Hydrex says, can we just... Jesus, Cerbatron actually does bit spam better than everybody else, which is the sad thing, because he's supposed to be here to fucking fight it. Right, now, I would like to land over here, if that's okay again, please. The answer, boys and girls, before we land the prisoners. Thank you all for the bits. Is Diet fucking Coke. Which means, did I just finesse everybody with a very popular one? I actually did. Right, let's put these bastards down. Not like that, not like you do to a dog. Let's put them down here in the old seabeds of Minmus on board their prison vessel designed by Siddles and I. And hopefully not crash. But then again, think about it this way. These are the guilty party, right? Alkirion, Scotty, Eric, Mina, Santa. If this lands perfectly, that's option 1. If it doesn't land perfectly and falls over and it's on its side and it's terrible, that's option 2. If there is a serious catastrophic error and it smashes into the floor and blows into a million pieces and they all fall out onto the thing with no ship, that's option 3. Or if they all blow up and die, that's option 4. Now, it could go either way, but because these are no longer welcome back on Kerbin, do we really care? Either way, this is already a successful mission. Sicky Giggle, says Cerbatron. Whatever happens, we're happily ever after, aren't we? Therefore, best of luck to the old guilty party. Now, I've got some fuel left, but not a great deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to float around to, let's say, just over the hills. The can say, did I show just the O and the K? Cheeky, thank you for the bits, by the way. Everybody else, thank you for the bits. I'm going to try and land on here somewhere. Alright then, Cheeky, I'm going to get a perfect landing now, just out of spite, because you doubted me. Jeff, does this VOD have a perfect landing on it? What do you mean you never recorded one? I've been pressing buttons for fun. That, boys and girls, is a very, very big mountain. I was coming in at this angle to about here, ready to... Fuck's sake! I was coming... Yes, I know I've crashed the fucking... Yes, I know it's a catastrophic fucking failure. Mina went on EVA. Jesus fucking Christ. Did you just time warp onto the surface? GG, I guess that was option 4. What a way to end the playthrough. This is excellent, you've peaked. Peaked! Fuck's sake. Right, my intention was to skirt across the top and then start burning here because Minmus sucks. Reduce my speed, land somewhere here perfectly and get on with it. As a result, Eric, Mina, Alkirion, Santa, and Scotty got the death penalty instead of exile. The guilty party responsible for the COVID-21 outbreak are dead. Permanently.
About that perfect landing you were talking of.
I'm actually... Press 1 if you would have preferred a smooth landing. Press 2 if you are happy with what we just had as an ending. I think that about wraps it up. Alkirion would have preferred a smooth landing. Cheeky says he's happy with what we currently have. Cardi's happy with what we currently have. Fucking hell. I'm not. I was hoping that would go smoothly. Bollocks. Right, I did not expect a mountain that high. That was unexpected. Shake is happy with what we currently have. So the only person that isn't happy with it is Alkirion, who was on that ship at that time. That's awful. Also, we crash landed just a kilometre away from the time where Katz crashed his car, and there's a fucking flag there that just says "Come." What is this community? And then there's a flag down here that says Cheeky is not in the office right now. And then there's one here that says good whole wheat shreddies. Should we tell everybody? This shit didn't think of that as well. Should we tell everybody back at Kerbin that the mission went flawlessly? So much for the fortune we were going to make on the reality video feed from the webcam. I know, right? All right then. One last salute for the Mina, Scotty, Alkirion, Eric, and Santa family lines for all they have done. Let's top this up, actually. So Eric and Scotty together had 24 missions, 34 missions, 42 missions, and where's Alkirion? So 49 missions they successfully completed for the Doomhaus Space Agency. No salute for the... Actually, yeah, you're right, Cardi. No salute for those criminals, he says. They maybe didn't deserve to die, but they don't deserve our respect for what they did. God damn it. We'd have beaten Teardown. We'd have been on like I Am Bread 9 by now, but no. We had to put all this time and effort into curing this fucking virus. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to try and crash the game with an enormous firework display to celebrate the end of a 56-stream, 175-hour playthrough of Kerbal Space Program? Oh, I'm so pissed off about that. That sucks. God damn it. I guess it suits the end of the playthrough, right? That mountain was too big. I think I've worked out how we do this. Shall I give the brown name to the person who can guess how many fireworks it takes to break the game? Because our intention now is to have a firework display so grand that the game crashes. Kerbal, sorry. That is it. That is saved. I am angry about it, but it happened. All there is left to do now. We are left with...
25 miljoen jaar later, het surface of the moon is covered in a spherical substance that is regarding sentience.
That's Kerbal 2's plot, look. 25 million years later, the surface of the moon is covered in a cheese-like substance that is near gaining sentience. It's definitely the Doomhaus. Yes, it is. Right, we finish with a crew of Tagslack, Augur, Bybeat, Trim, Digsby Dan, Sothan, Chrisman, Gwynblade, Cardi, Mindright, Satan, Koala, Lundios, Mazak, Jamie, Eric, Siddles, Cheeky, Raven, Tiny Green, Mikey B, Thandia, Easy Green, Frosty, Slops, Harry, Gaffs, Trimette, YOLO, Cats, Acel, Statpus, 12, Razor, Kitten, Sam, Abstractal, Jamwedge, Fisty, Shake, Deviator, Cellist, and Chaz. All surviving the Doomhaus Space mission, or the whatever that was that we just did. The planet survived thanks to us. It may have been in jeopardy thanks to us, and the guilty parties are safe and well on the surface of Minmus, if anybody asks. Good work, brave crew. That was a long fucking journey, but we managed to do it. And let's send them out in style. Nia gaining sentience is an odd cheese name. It is, right? It's one of the blue ones. Cheeky, thank you for the bits, by the way. Algeria, thank you for the bits. I'm angry about that. Murderer says Mina, send Augur into orbit around the sun. Press 1 to send Augur into orbit around the sun. Right, we don't need this fucking thing anymore, boy. Now, how the fuck do we make something that can have that sheer amount of fireworks? Like, where do we even start putting an astronomical amount of fireworks? We need something round, don't we? What's the biggest fuel tank? Is that the biggest fuel tanks in the game? How big are they compared to like the standard command pod? Holy shit, in huge. Okay. I guess we need a command pod, don't we? Let's put this little thing on top. Okay, this doesn't work, does it? Let's go to new. Don't save. I saw those cheese pants, they were amazing. Maybe we'll do this in the in this editor, because then we can do it on a bit more flat, can't we? First we will start with one of these command pods, right? Now. Oh wait. Actually it needs to be in the other editor, doesn't it? Let's switch to the other editor. Where is it? Is it down here somewhere? It's there. So let's put that here, and then what we want to do is, I think... Alright, somebody come up with a number that might crash the game when it comes to fireworks. I need this to be strong, don't I? I need it also to be... What would be our guess at the amount of fireworks that would crash Kerbal Space Program? I'll tell you what we can do with this, in fact. We can do what I very, very rarely do, and strut the bastard thing up. Like that. Yeah? So this is going nowhere at this point. Therefore, Cat says 2,147,483,648. You could build a big fuck-off space station and try and crash it into the ground. The word I see there, Santa, sorry, is the word try. Is it site? What is it? I can't remember. Is it utility for the fireworks? It hits these fucking things, though. We want the big uns, don't we? Yes. Alright. Shelley says 200... Somebody write these down for me. Is there anybody here that can write? Why does it only do 4? I want more than 4. I want that many. Yes. You did the same joke. Wait, 257 and 2.14. Is that pi, I'm guessing? Did Shelley do the same? Right. I keep going for the wrong ones. This doesn't feel like a lot of fireworks, does it? Do we want fireworks going up as well? We should do, right? Tell you what, we'll have that there like that, and then we'll have... Technically, Chelsea spent 256, which is the amount of points the Greens will have once they inevitably win marbles at the end of the day. Then from this, we want... Let's have some of these, right? And then we'll just continually add these. Imagine this is like boosters, but with fireworks instead. Then we want to go back to the firework launchers. Now, can I... What colours should these be? I mean, all the colours in the world, right? Surely we can make this crash the fucking thing. Also, I need to put all of the fireworks into one action group, don't I? Which is an issue. But we'll work that out. Okay, now, if I go to... If I save this as... Firework... Firework mess. doesn't seem to be any support for sending Augur into orbit around the sun, Mina, weirdly. See, I could put some here as well. Should I? Although I don't know how many this is. I was going to say there's a brown name, but is anybody actually counting? I'll tell you what. This is, what, 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, what's 18 times 20, no, 8 times 25. That's surely nowhere, surely more than that.
Still not gone after das Summe, in a barrel.
True. So what's 8 times 24? It's 400, right? So this is 400 fireworks to start off with. Cheeky, thank you for the bit. Do we even need to fly this thing? Just set it off on the launch pad. I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold it up. 200, you're right, 200. Don't mean it's just going to sit on the launch pad at night and I'm going to fire them all at once. If I can work out action groups, which is the only thing that's going to cause issues. So what we want is these lot launch, right? Then I'm going to click all of them, put the launch thing in. If this works, this works. So we're currently at 200 donuts in 26 minutes. Let's have the stream crash before Chellis gets his donuts. What if it, like, breaks my computer and Final Week has to be cancelled? And I can't raid and I can't... Do you know what I mean? Right, so currently, if I press 1, all of these will fire. Now, we kind of want... Oh, God. We want... The music kind of fits with what you're... I know. Somebody think of a number. Launch velocity. No. Explosion delay. Firework shots. A bit shady. Cheeky, think of a colour. In fact, maybe not. Let's just go yellow, he said. Alright, we'll start with yellow. The first ones are going to be yellow, right? So then... But then this is going to take a long time to do for all of them, isn't it? Are they still yellow? Yeah. So it's force down, duration up, star size up, launch and explosion delay down, right? So this is going to take a little bit of doing, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Did I say launch velocity and explosion delay? Yes, okay. Force down. So it's down, up, up, down, down, up. Let's do all these down. Down, up, up, down, down. Let's just fucking stick random. Just press random buttons for colour on all of them. See, what I might be able to do is connect like 5 of these things on top of each other all at the same time. Yeah, that one's done. So this set down, up, up, down, down, then down, up, down, down, yep, like that, okay. Then down, up, down, down. Because if you remember, there was certain points where the space station, the PC couldn't handle the space station, let alone this. Just had a long phone call. What did I miss? The prisoners landed safely on Kerbin. On Minmus, sorry, so they're living out their life now in safety. Completely safe. truly safe. And now, to celebrate the finale of a 56th stream, 175-hour Kerbal playthrough, we are creating the most ugly firework monstrosity in Kerbin history. Hoping that the end of the playthrough is the game crashing. Is this one that's meant to crash the game? It is. This is the first attempt at it anyway. I don't know whether it's going to actually... We don't know what's going to happen, I guess. There's no red in this. Is there? Barely any of these are red. That down, up, down, down. I tell you what, we won't do all of these like this. Do you know what I mean? We'll let some go a long way and see if that actually affects anything. What about these? Let's have these go... Same again. Blue and green. No, I'm not saying we won't let them all go, cats. I'm saying we won't let them all go only a short distance. We'll let a few of them go long. Stubbler totally didn't crash the prison ship into the side of a mountain during the final approach of Midmas. Just because it's a magical time of year, mind, right? It's no, do you know what I mean? Let's not start telling fairy stories. Okay, this is taking a little bit of time, but we can just double and quadruple this eventually, and then we've got it all perfect. The prisoners. Don't respect the prisoners. They deserve everything they get, which is peace and living happily ever after. We do this at night as well, right? It'd be foolish not to. We're going to go out with a bang, right? How can I tell a story about you if it isn't a fairy story? No, I meant really to whether we can expect the fireworks to actually crash the game. Oh, I don't know whether they will or they won't, cats. I guess it's worth trying, right? Boys and girls, are you ready for our first attempt? This is not worth a successful mission point, but I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 10. 9. There's no points in this. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number is 74. Ooh, Mina just gets it from Santa. No, she's dead. Mina's dead. Of course Mina's dead. And so's Santa. Which means Razor is in charge. I mean, not dead. Mina's stuck on Minmus, happily ever after. She survived, it's fine. Razor, you are the closest alive Kerbal, I believe. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Sorry, Mina, fair play. I'm gonna haunt you. How do we try our first lodge? Press 1 if this crashes the game. Press 2 if it doesn't. Let's just see. This is attempt number 1. Shelly says it does. Tagslack says it doesn't. Santa says it doesn't. Alkarion says it doesn't. Cheeky says it doesn't. If I press the 1 button, these should all fire at once. Do I spam the button? You just came up with a new way to blow something up. Look at... Let me time warp. I think the sun's about to come up, but we don't want that. Right, let's wait until night time. Mina, are you... sorry, Razor, are you confident? Goodbye, son. We don't need you for this. We're sending Augie your way later. Right, it's struggling to turn. Attempt number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my action keys work. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Kerbal. Can I put the mission clock on for this? It's not responding to any key presses. Oh. We're not even at a second yet, look. The mission timer. Is that everything? That's the most haunting noise in the world. I like the way that we was tinkering with the light colours, despite the fact that... Oh. Look at me in the floor, though. Jesus, the noises. Holy shit, this is good. I turned the UI off ages ago, by the way. I don't know if you can... I think it's coming, like, the release... That noise, is that what that is? It's Mina's ghost coming for me. By George, what is happening? It keeps releasing new fireworks. Now, I can't actually do anything. Fucking Jesus. Press 1 if Mina's blind. This is with only 200 fireworks. Or firework launches. I think we're coming to the end of it. Who said that? Alright. Question. Do we try and go bigger? Look at him hitting the floor. That's crazy. How did I not drop a single frame during all that? There we go. Here we go. We're coming to the end of it now. Frame rate. The mission timer hasn't even started. And... Are we back? I think we can go bigger. Because Kerbal is only set to about 3... only sent about 3 frames to OBS. In the last 5 minutes. We can go bigger, right? I think we can go bigger. That's fine. Revert to vehicle assembly. Alright then. If 200 won't do it, everybody make your guesses. What will? Now, my thinking is... Shelley says 257. Alkarion says 1,000. Siddles, welcome to the stream. Siddles, it's the finale. Nobody's ever going back to space anymore. All the guilty party are on Minmus safe and sound, and we are blowing shit up instead. What does points mean, Cellist? Other than prizes. Can I copy this whole thing? Maybe. If I was to like select that, click copy, would it give me like another one? No. So I'm wondering if I could just like, what if I was to? How does Kerbal work? Like, I like the idea of doubling this whole thing. You can select it, and then what? Is there like a? I hit Control Z, yeah, but it didn't do it. than that. Alright, if I have this now, I guess it doesn't matter at this point, right? Let me just see what I can do with this. Could I just remove these? Good. Let me just give it a bit of... If I can just make it understand what I'm trying to ask it to do. The frame rate is fucked even here, let alone outside on the launch platform. That's gonna fall off. Let me. Right. So what if I do this one? Hello, Kerbal? Safe, I'll kind of show. At least they don't have to fear you controlling their ship ever again. Ooh. Might give somebody the wrong impression, Cheeky, that something went wrong on the mission. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is 8 times 9 plus 200? Then I'm going to do this again, right? 8 times 9 plus 200. Then I'm going to... Wait. I feel like we should have more going up. Then again, this is going to. 272, right? So this is 272 now. No, wait. No, wait. 8 times 9 times 8. What's 8 times 9? What's 72 times 8? Then what can I do, though? 72 times 8 plus 200. 416? 72 times 8 plus 200. Is that what that is, cats, yeah? So now we're at 416 firework launchers, all triggering with the same button. Does this break the game? You see, what I could do is this. Is it 416, cats, yeah? What did I just do? I did not mean to do that. No, wait. No, wait. What did I press? No, redo. Is there a redo option? No. Fuck. 576 plus 200 is 776. I've just fucked it. It was this section, wasn't it? So, Taxac said Control Z. If I select it, then do Control Z, then tilt it like this.
Smart.
Stick it on there, times 8. Oh shit. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Attach. Okay, good. We're back where we was before. Save this. Then what if I was to grab this whole section, then do this? So this is 700. What's 776 times by 2? Good job we've got a mathematician here, cats. 776 times 2. No, time, yeah. Shh. Mina, are you confident piloting this? 1,552. Is this enough to crash the game? And my PC? What if I, like, burn out my GPU or something? Or my... Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's a celebration, if nothing else. I'm worried this isn't even going to load it onto the launch platform. This is dumb. I feel like I've seen you do this before. And go blind. I don't think it's loading me onto the launch platform. Crashing the game, good. Crashing the PC, bad. I'm worried to go too far. And what if I end up fucking ruining my PC before final week? It's not even loading. It's not even loading. It's not moving. I haven't got my cursor. Okay, the cursor's working. Hello? Kerbal? Oh, I can hear sound. We're loaded into something. Yeah, it is loaded now. Look, you can see that thing. Where is it? Over there. That thing spins in the bottom right, and it's the planets are actually. Oh god, riveting content. Koala, thank you. Koala, welcome to the stream. Oh, we've got flop. Press 1 to fire the fireworks while it's flopping. Look at the frame rate already. Cheeky says do it. 3, 2, 1. Has he done it? Have we done it? Did we do it? Have we created God? What if you blow up Kerbal? Oh god. PC, are you alright? Yeah, the PC's fine. OBS is alright. Kerbal, however, is... Kerbal, come back to us! 1,500 may have been... It's minimised and I can't get it back up. Fucking hell, that is so loud! It's just jump scares at this point. Oh, it swelled a little bit. Should we just come back on Monday to check the status of this? Yeah, it'll be about 3 seconds into the mission, I'll carry on. There's going to be a loud noise coming shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Just prepare yourselves. I can't move the camera as well. Look at Razor. Oh, movement. Oh, it's spinning now. This cable's not sure. It keeps tabbing out. Oh, the camera moved. I've tabbed out. Can I? I'm not having to watch on OBS. You can hear me alright and everything, right? Oh, we're back in. You say riveting content, Koal. It's unique. I'll give it that. I think it's the flop as well that it's struck. Oh, it keeps trying to move. You can hear me. Everything looks and sounds alright, right? It's a tiny new sun. I'm going to press the button to remove the UI. And then maybe try and scroll in a little bit. But I don't know whether this is actually doing anything. Oh, it went off, look. Am I actually scrolling the view? Oh, I am. Fuck, we're about to get really close to this. Ladies and gentlemen, a prediction. Let's have some channel points for Christmas. Looks like you've erased. I know it looks like a hole in the thing, doesn't it? Boys and girls, a prediction. Will this firework display end before 55? And that's 55 on the clock. You know, normal stream time. Don't try and get out of it. Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Confirm the prediction. Boys and girls, we've got 60 seconds. So, don't start coming to me. It's in like 45 minutes from now, or 40 minutes or whatever. Whenever it says 55 on the minute hand, 100k immediately went on Team 1. Oh, it looks like it might be already about to finish. Is it? I think we're good. Hello? Game? $31,000 have said no. 193 have said yes. It's the random pops I like the most, cheeky. Right, everybody say something. Let's see who's Team 1 and who's Team 2, because somebody just put a lot of fucking money on yes. I love that the little whistling sounds in the background. Right, let's get comfy, everybody. Cellist on Team 1. Koala's on Team 1. Mindright's on Team 2. I have my second account points to gift away for the believers. Cats with a K, welcome to the stream. Alcarion's on Team 1. So Mindright and Cats. Mina's Team 2. I'm not confident, you know. I don't think we're going to break the stream, but I don't know whether or not this is going to actually make it to the end. So currently, what frames per second are we running at? It's actually seconds per frame at this point, right? I think we're at about 40 seconds per frame. I keep enjoying the tiny little whistling sounds. Yeah, it's FPM. No, it's SPF, which is sun cream. Frames per minute. The real question is the game going to crash before the fireworks are over? That is true. It's actually managing to spill out a couple more at the moment. It's just the shit that keeps hitting the floor that I can't understand. Is there any response from the game? Doesn't seem to be. 10,000 seconds per frame. I'm worried about the big pop. Now, tell me this is not the perfect way to end a year of Doomhaus streams. It's not crazy that the load will raise with O2 or at least log 0. What's that, cats? Donuts incoming, pictures or it didn't happen. What do we do now? We've got all this time. Do we sit and summarise the year or something? Let's just watch all the best stuff, shall we, together? That's how you measure complexity in algorithms, I see. Let's just sit and watch all the best stuff. I'm surprised we don't actually do that as a community. It'd be a bit masturbatory, though, I guess. There's more coming out the top, look. Because I pressed it a whole bunch early, and then I got nervous and pressed it again. We scroll through all them screenshots. You want to ruin December's best of, Mina? Excuse me. I wonder how long 2021's best ofs were. I know we don't have December's, but we're probably at well over a 3-hour stream, aren't we? Then again, we might have 3 hours to watch this finish. Okay. Do you know what? We all sat there. Did that make you jump me? Can you remember that time, by the way, where I very carefully and delicately and took the time to make sure all of the fireworks were at certain colours and certain heights and stuff? That was easily 3 to 4 minutes since the last pop. They are flooding out from the top, though, which is good. What we got left? 34 minutes, is it? Do you know what, Team 2? I'd actually be pretty confident if I was you right now. Is this like the screen? This should be the thumbnail for the end of the stream. For the final stream of the playthrough. Just think Mina and Alkarion and Santa and Scotty and Eric, they're just sat on Minmus now enjoying themselves with their P-word ear and their sex dungeon and their sexy showers. Completely oblivious to the fun and games we're on. To the fun and games we're all having on back on Kerbin. Sat very flat. With a nice mountaintop view as well. If I win, can I actually transfer points to this one like you once offered? I don't know how that would work. Well, maybe think about doing it at some point, Cats. Yeah. I don't like them explosions. They keep coming out of nowhere. You're sat very flatly. This is done. I don't think it's actually going to... I think we're alright for it crashing the PC. I think it's just on Kerbal. I keep looking back to the screen after those explosions to see if you're okay. The building could have been knocked down outside and I wouldn't realise it. This is Christmas Eve. This is brilliant, this is what you should be doing. Oh god, Kerbal's spinning. Kerbal, come back to me. The application is not responding. The program may respond again if you wait. KSP.64.exe is not responding. Ah! Do you want to end this process? No. Keep going. Keep trying. I fucking called it. It probably says that because it's slowed down so much. So if we just wait and we remain patient, we can ride out the issue. All right. Come on, Kerbal, just give us a sign of life. Just give us anything. I didn't think we'd actually crash the game, by the way. But I don't want to press anything just in case. Somebody take a screenshot and put this in Discord just for the future. Just in case it all goes to shit and the VOD gets corrupted and everything. Come on, Kerbal. We're back in business. I think. Well, that sounds good. That's positive. The game's not crashed. We're alright, we're fine. It's alive. But I can't reopen it now. Team 1. No, Team 2, you've got 31 minutes to survive. I blew my nose at the same time as that and thought I was dying. A screenshot of something stationary is not telling the story well. This is fair. This is 1,552 fucking... Carry on, that looks great. Oh, we're hearing something. I mean, everything looks alright from here. I think we just carry on, right? We have to. I believe it's been 12 minutes. We started at 13 minutes past, did we? I can't open it now, I can't see it. I've just got my desktop in front of me. We're hearing stuff, though. Just think that we have to get Razor out of this, don't we? We can't leave him in there. Oh, I'm getting not responding again. Look at my screen. You ready? I'm going to post my view in Discord. This is what I see now. Or I would do, but my PC's refused to respond. No. Oh, no, it's back responding again. I'd argue that I might be not, but Ash. Just look at this, right? That's what I see, obviously. I see the Kerbal thing. But then look at the very top left. That's the only view I have of Kerbal as we speak. I'd argue that I'm going to see nothing but ash. I called it. Well, that's the idea, right? We knew we was here to see if we could get it to crash. It's the fact that we keep hearing things that I'm enjoying, but I can't see them. Hello? It is moving, right? We keep getting slight changes. You guys can see it, but I can't. I guess I have to watch it on OBS now. We're in this for the long haul regardless, right? Small changes here and there. So let's try and get familiar with this shit. You see, eventually, once all of the first wave have gone and fallen, then technically it should start being able to render everything, to try and render all the other ones in the background. But I don't think we're getting one frame. I think shit's trying to happen. I think it's just the pops that's causing the problem. It's just them big bangs that I'm not looking forward to. But eventually they'll stop, won't they? Because the bang... Oh, hello? Kerbal. Come back to me. Ooh. See, all my GPU and CPU and everything's fine. Come on, Kerbal. Remember in GTA 4 in that playthrough in 2018 where we finished it by just messing about with the swing set glitch after doing FCI for 35 streams? We just completely broke the world and flew around and fucked about in it. This feels similar to that, right? See, this is why we do Kerbal off the tag as well. Can you imagine if somebody came in here from the Kerbal section? The swing set is always 5 out of 5. You see, I can't believe we managed to get the 200 worked all right, didn't it? Like, it survived. And it did the whole explosion in what? The whole thing was like 3 minutes or something? I don't know who wins if it crashes. That's a good question. Nice mound. This is the biggest mound. I understood that it tried to calculate the shit out of its physics system to simulate the what, sorry, but aren't the fireworks just... movement. But aren't the fireworks just visual? I mean, they are, but they still travel and they bounce off the floor. That's a different one. They're not just visual cats, no, because as you can see from the floor, look, the sparks hit the ground and fan out and bounce off objects and stuff. But of course, while this is happening, we have the wobble going on too. 1 frame per 3 minutes. Shit. Hey, we're coming through it now. We might... Oh, Team 1, this is looking good for Team 1. Team 2... The action seems to be kind of back-to-back as we sit currently. If you look as well, the ones have fired as the wobble brought the exterior pieces into the middle mass. You should time-lapse this for the best stuff. That's not a bad idea, actually. But there'd be me gassing through all the explosions. Technically, did we force Kerbal to crash? We didn't, did we? Because it's still going and it's still trying. Another thing as well for you photosensitive people. There's no flashing lights. Despite it being the more fireworks than should be. 1,552 fireworks, all firing at once, and there is no flashing lights. There is just a vague white circle. Oh, we've got another frame there. It looks weird, doesn't it? It looks alien somehow. If there was alien life on, if we went to Duna and found some alien life, it'd look like this. Can I try and turn the camera maybe? See if we can get the sun in the background. I was going to say we can watch the sunrise, but of course we can't. So I did a motion there to try and turn the camera, but I don't know if I am actually tabbed into Kerbal or not. I guess we could use this time to ask if anybody is available for golf this evening. Or AV night, or the first ZG raid, or Christmas fucking Eve, or any of the other 20 things that are all on one night, because the server's releasing shit at stupid times. Oh, that's a new screen. Is that the sky? Is that a smudge on my... I'm hesitant about joining for golf because it brings out the worst in me. I think it might be a quiet golf this evening. It's either going to be quiet or crazy busy, because like we was talking about earlier, we did a golf on Christmas Day last year, because we were all in lockdown, obviously, so we all played golf, and there was about 16 or 17 of us. I'm testing for COVID at 7 PM, and an hour later we'll celebrate being out of isolation, hopefully by playing golf. Jealous, that's so sad and kind of beautiful at the same time. What's happened to the camera? That's definitely... Can you see like a little speck there? Like right in front of the cursor now. It's like a little... I think I'm looking at the sky, so I'm going to try and turn the camera again. If you're just joining, by the way, we had a firework display and we tried to break the game. And as you can see, we are halfway through the firework display right now and I can't even turn the camera. We have a prediction going to see whether or not it finishes by the end of the stream. You're eating a mince pie donut. I can't tab back into Kerbal. But the fact that we can see that tiny little spot, I did sabotage the time-lapse idea. I've been moving the camera a little bit at all times, Cats, but you're right. Did I go too big too quick? I think I might have done. We need to say goodbye to Kerbal as well, don't we? Ooh. Ooh. They let me back in, but I can't turn the camera. It's struggling now. I'm still in full 60 frames, right? Yeah. Computer sounds alright. Ooh. If the game just completely crashes, then that's Team 2, right? No, that's Team 1, because technically it finishes. The idea is does this end before before 55? I reckon there'll be many in AV with ZG. I don't know, Kowal, because ZG is a raid, but it's only a 20-man raid. So I aren't quite sure. We should have a go at it, I think, the Doomhaus. Ooh, hello? This is good, this looks good. We're back to... We've got visuals again. Yeah, I'm not sure what people will do, Koala. I think we should set a queue for AV regardless. Maybe one of them things where we put all that what potentially is to be done in a order list. And then if AV night doesn't work, find the ZG raid. If ZG doesn't work, etc, etc. Then all the way at the very bottom is celebrate Christmas Eve. I think we're doing alright. I think we might actually get through this, because it looks like there's no more coming from up top. Oh, sorry, yeah. Golf, I think, is just above... I don't know. Alave's asking for it as well. Cellist available, Tagsack. I think there'll be more for golf than you think. I think WoW is going to be a shit show tonight, so it's probably not worth trying. Shit, you better start wrapping stuff. But what about this enthralling content, Koala? We've got a little bit of like a shockwave look. See that? Ooh! What the fuck? Did it stop? Progress. Team 2. Team 2, this is bad. Okay, never mind. We just had a brief second where we got to see to the inside of the beast. Type 1 to check. Check what we're checking. Oh! Wait, did Razor die? Starshot 32 crashed into the fireworks shell. Kerbal S3 720 tank crashed into the launch pad. The modular glider segment collided with a Kerbal S3 7200. Starshot 32 collapsed and Razor was killed. And I can't click anything. But it's still going. Technically, it's going. Razor just died halfway. Well, had a good run. Live fast, die young. Live young, die fast. Technically, though, the fucking firework display is still going, as we can see. What have we got left? 18 minutes remain, boys and girls. How long have we been sat here watching this? Yeah, Cheeky's right. Some of the explosions were different, weren't they, therefore? Because this doesn't sound like the fireworks going off. This sounds like things hitting the ground. Mind right, how deep were you in? Just a couple hundred max, right?
Tofu's King Long.
Ooh! There we go, look. We get a little bit of a glimpse of what was happening. It just completely wobbled itself to pieces. Razor died in the accident. Why did we make this a manned vessel? Oh, you're gambling. I see what you mean. I thought you meant his predictions for how many would break the game. How many fireworks? But you're talking about the prediction. I'm interested to see it without the fireworks, just to see it wobble. Should we do that as well? But maybe not put a fucking Kerbal in it. Is the fireworks display actually over, or are we just another fucking bit of chaos? Oh, you put all you had on your account in? You see, I'm wondering now, is Razor still alive on our screen? Do you know what I mean? We need to get full control back, don't we? Like, I don't know whether the fireworks have actually stopped or not. This is just a big pile of old firework launchers. Yeah, this is just the structure blowing up, isn't it? But even still, like, the fireworks have stopped, so, like... By the way, we are only 16 seconds into this journey. Look. You said I don't know whether it has or it hasn't, Alkieran. I don't know whether we're going to get some surprise fireworks out of nowhere. Let's just wait until the physics is finished. So at around 40, we did... Oh, no, never mind. Ah, there you go, Alkieran. Our fireworks are carrying on. We just had a bit of a fucking break from them, that's all. 1 second per minute. Wait, what? What, sorry, Koala? We're actually moving now, though. Oh, Kerbal second per hour minute, true. Well, yeah, when did we start? Something like that, yeah. We're getting there, though, now, though. We might be on to our 17th second shortly, Koala. We've still definitely got fireworks, though, can we confirm? We've got 14 minutes. Ooh, the fireworks stopped when I said that, but I still don't think we've got touchdown. It's 20 to 25 minutes at least, I believe 29, but could be 23. We're still not on 17 seconds, but there's definitely fireworks. It's just struggling to render the bastard things in. There is nothing left of this ship, is there, to control? Parts of the ship are... Yeah, it is. It's parts of the ship, but... The fact that we keep seeing firework visualizations means that the firework display is still on. I like the idea, by the way, that the entire Doomhaus... Well, I say the entire Doomhaus Space Agency is watching Razor's first flight back at the admin building with, like, big dark glasses on like that, so they don't get blinded. "13 minutes for Kerbal to work out what it's doing." You see, I'm surprised. Oh crap, there's some more fireworks. See, that's what an explosion looks like. That's what a parts explosion looks like, but this is still firework display. Look, they're still burning down here. You tinted your... You put the golden visor down on everybody's helmet. This feels like a very Doomhaus send-off, though, does it not? I think we might be as everything explodes. This is probably the point where... Oh, that looked like it moved then. Where everything caught up to... We're about to catch up to the point where I got the message that Razor had been killed. It's dramatic sounding, I will say. Come on, Kerbal, we've got stream races in 12 minutes. Yeah, we're going to get to the point now. Look, there's still firework debris. The fireworks are still technically firing. Team 2, you're still in the race. But we're getting to the point where I think things are going to start settling down lately. Can you sing Ava Maria at my funeral? Alright then, everybody that's watched a lot of this playthrough. I know that not everybody has, so I'll speak to those that have. What has been your most dramatic death? Who's had the most dramatic death so far? What CPU do you? I can't remember. An i7 or something. It's quite an old one, Cats. Got it in 2016. I don't know anything about that. I just end up asking for advice. We're here. We're done. With 10 minutes to spare, boys and girls, the firework display ended. Who was that that fell over and just died? Did somebody fall over and die then? I think it was one of the other pieces. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the final act of the Doomhaus Space Agency. And Kerbal in general. Oh, you mean the person who was it that fell over and just died? I mean, there was you that got sucked into the moon, Koala, if you remember, and popped. I see what you mean. In answer to my question about dramatic deaths, you just went, you was like stood on the moon and just went and fell out of existence and died. I can't remember who just fell over though. Cardi fell out of a ship and it looked like he'd broken his neck, but he hadn't. He just popped back up again. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the finale of the Doomhaus Space Agency's journey in Kerbal Space Program. It started, this journey, quite pleasantly, if you remember. We was building aeroplanes. We was going over and planting flags on Tonga. We was mucking about. We went to the moon. We went to Minmus. If you remember, cats for the longest time spent ages driving around on Minmus. Koala planted flags and on Tonga Island, and we went to the North Pole. We went to the South Pole. Eric, welcome to the stream. Everything was going well. We even had lofty aspirations at one point. And our lofty aspirations fooled us into thinking that creating a space station was a good idea. The space station, to be honest, I actually think still the most impressive thing we did in this game was the DSS Mombi, right? That thing, it might have tanked the frame rate, but that thing was pretty cool. We had, like, living quarters on it, we had an artificial gravity ring, we had a sex dungeon, we had a fucking pizzeria, we had all that sort of stuff. And it was all going well until the incident. We all know what I speak of when I say the incident, don't we, Eric? Don't we, Alkirion? Don't we, Mina? Don't we, Santa? Don't we, Scotty? And it was the infection crisis that meant we had to get a polarised sample from the north and south pole of the moon, which was awfully brutal. This is once we'd done some in quick emergency science to make sure we could find out a way to cure the vaccine. We found out we needed polar ice samples from the moon's north and south, Kerbin's north and south, Minmus north and south, and the previously unexplored planet of Duna north and south. Sorry, I'm a smear on a mountaintop, so cannot respond. Spoilers. A lot of Kerbals died in the effort to get those polar samples, and Duna at one point looked like it wasn't going to let us go. And we almost got to the final stream of the year, and we still didn't have the Duna samples. This is only 2 weeks ago that we brought them back safely. We finally managed to get everything back, which meant we needed one thing, and that was, according to Bybee in the science lab, we needed one thing, and that was a clean blood sample. And the only clean blood sample we had, because the DSS Mombi crashed through the atmosphere, and Santa, who was supposed to destroy it, somehow piloted it straight through and blew it up and polluted the planet. We managed to finally get back and get everything back, get the clean blood sample from Jamwedge, who was previously stuck orbiting the fucking sun. And as of this morning, we finally got the all clear that COVID-21 is completely cured on the planet Kerbin. Eric, welcome to the stream. Join me in a salute for the Doomhaus Space Agency and their terrible, terrible accident of causing an outbreak, but their heroic efforts in fixing said outbreak. This morning, earlier in the stream, we decided that the guilty party, the two people that worked in the pizzeria, which were Alkirion and Mina, and the two people that worked in the sex dungeon, which were Eric and Scotty, they deserve to be put on a planet and destroyed. Put on a planet and left there. So we said, right, here's a fucking dungeon that you can create yourself. We sent it to Minmus. It had a sexy shower, it had a P-word area and a sex dungeon as well. We went to go land it on Minmus and accidentally crashed it into a mountaintop which was in our way, which was bigger than anticipated, and all 5 of them died.
Hey Stubbler, du es hat, twat.
Thank you, Cerbatron, who had to be called in at one point because it all got a bit stupid. So instead we decided to have a firework display to honour everybody that has worked hard during the Doomhaus Space Agency. And the firework display, Eric, was 17 seconds long and took 45 minutes for the game to render. It was ridiculous.
Stop stalling.
And everybody did, didn't they? I'm not going to go down that joke. Eric, it was ridiculous. Razor was the one on the final ever mission who went out onto the launch platform to sit on board the firework launcher, and died as the firework launcher ripped itself apart during the celebrations. Boys and girls, we go back to the Space Center, and I have something to do. The playthrough has officially ended. Congratulations to everybody that got successful mission points. Let me first, before I do the major points, because this has been a long time coming. This has been 56 streams and 175 hours. Will the firework display end before 55? The outcome was yes, the firework display did end before 55, which means Team 1, congratulations on your points. Now, if Kerbal will actually load me back in, I guess save the VOD and speed up the footage. I kept moving the camera though. 230,000 go to Alkarion and 5 others. Koala turned 6k into 6.9k. Nice. Right, ladies and gents, as Kerbal is struggling to load in the background because I have somewhat upset it, strangely, I'm now going to move over to Discord. So, in the entirety of the playthrough, the Shake, Slops, Fisty and Scribby's family line completed a mission each. Taxlack got 2 points from that. Alkarion won 15,600. Siddles won 10k. Good shit, Siddles. The Scribbies, Fisty, Slops and Shake family lines did a successful mission point each. The Didsbury-Dan, Jamwedge, 12, Harry, Tremette, Chaz, Statplus and Jamie family lines did 2. One better than those were Augur, Trim, Siddles, Kitten and Cellist on 3. 4 successful missions was completed by the Cats, Satan, Sothan, Cheeky, Mikey and Koala family lines. Gwynblade and Easy Green did 5 each. Easy Green did all of those on his first Kerbal, by the way. His first Kerbal survived. Lundios got 5, which means he finished in 5th, and Bybee, Alkarion and Tagslack all got 7. Now, we always said at the start of this playthrough that there was points to be given out, and the points was going to be given out to the top 3. Santa finishes just outside of that with 8 points. But that means that Mina is 3rd. The 3rd highest score is 10, which is Mina. Which means Mina, congratulations. I'm going to move over to Discord now and add a point to Mina, which means Mina's finishing, well, before final week on 9 points for 2021. Mina, congratulations. She ties Bybee on 9. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Mug time. Scotty and Eric both finished 2nd. Well, both had the 2nd highest, which means Scotty and Eric have both gained 3 points. Now, if I give Scotty 3 points, that puts him up to 14, which means he overtakes Satan on 11 and Mindright on 13. Wait, Mindright? I've put Mindright in the wrong place. Let me just put... I've buzzed this up. I've got the list all mixed up. He joins Lundios. 1 second, just hit it in the list. So Scotty joins Lundios on 14. Now, Mindright gets 5 because he finished first on 14 successful mission points. So Mindright's score of 13 goes to 18 and puts Mindright just behind the top spot. But of course, Scotty wasn't the only person to finish 2nd and get 3 points, because Eric also finished 2nd and he now has 3 points, which means Mikey B has been in the lead for the entirety of June to December 2021, and the mug was his, apart from right now, where Eric is now 3 points above him at the top of the league, because Eric, the demon, wins everything. The final scores as of pre-Christmas are in Discord right now, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, congratulations, you have taken the lead, meaning the mug, which I was hoping to send a couple 100 miles south to where Mikey B lives, I am now sending it to fucking Toronto. There's going to be a Doom mug going all the way across the bastard Atlantic, and I've been fighting this for years, but now I have to actually send one. Cool too, because my portable mug is a couple of years old, and now you've got a Doom mug. Eric, unless Mikey B gets 4 points next week, which is, well, there's another point to go tonight. Yeah, if Mikey gets 3 points, he ties, and then you have to go into a playoff. But if not, Eric is receiving one of these, like Bybee before him, Slops before her, Wardoge before him, and cheeky before him, you are getting the 5th Doom mug. If Mikey B doesn't get 3 points next week, and there's only 5 points to play for, but there is a point to play for right now, boys and girls, because join me in saying goodbye to Kerbal for the very last time. If I get 5, I can... yeah, even Mindrat is not doomed. If Mindrat wins all 5, well, there's 6 left to play for. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say goodbye to Kerbin on the final sunrise. Kerbal, I love you very much. You got a bit long in the tooth towards the end, and Doona nearly killed all of us, but we managed to cure the virus. Let's finish on a hopeful sight before we go to marbles. Watch this. If you remember the orbital scanner we sent up there to track whether or not the virus was bad, it had an orange flashing light on it, which meant that there was COVID down there. We checked this at the start of the stream. We have fought like crazy to get double green lights, which means success. Double green lights means it can't find a single case of COVID. I still call bullshit on marbles. Me and Trim got so fucked. He got George halfway through, but what did I get? Chuck. He got George, and what did I get? Fucking hell. Ladies and gentlemen, as a final act, I'm going to move over to the... where is it? The relay. Are you ready? This is where we finally get to see all our hard work. If it'd fucking load. I've really damaged Kerbal, by the way. Kerbal is extremely unhappy with me right now. I'm hoping that I can play some N64 games on emulators and stuff next week. I'll post the schedule for next week, by the way, but hopefully I can stick to the original schedule, because I think the Leeds United games that are going to get called off, because there's one right in the middle of final week. Hopefully, if it is called off, well, hopefully I can go to it, but if it is called off, then we're going to be able to do final week. Otherwise, if I have to go to it, one of the streams is going to be slightly early. Come on, Kerbal. I know I've busted you and messed about, but help me out here. We need to end the stream and go and enjoy our weekends and our fucking Christmases. I've really damaged Kerbal. We need to apologise to Kerbal more than anything. That firework display was silly. Eric, congratulations. Mind right, well played for 14 successful missions. Expertly done. Scotty, Eric, GG on second place. Who got third again? Got out my fucking short-term memory. Mina, congratulations on your third place point. Have I really damaged Kerbal this much? I'm worried I can't even close Kerbal to open stream races and marbles. Kerbal? We need to apologise. This is all on you. Hey, everybody signed off on it, Cardi. Everybody said, yeah, let's have a fireworks display. Some say the fireworks are still going on in the background. Come on, game. Fucking hell. What Kerbal reincarnated the most? I think it would have been Santa. Obviously, Santa died. Ladies and gentlemen, get a load of this. Getting a random boom now. Let this be a sign of hope to all of us. The orbital scanner has a double green light, which means COVID-21, there are 0 cases on the planet. Congratulations to everybody who lived and died through this godforsaken playthrough. You are all heroes in my book. Even the prisoners that are living happily ever after on Minmus. Thank you, Kerbal. And as much as everybody thought you was getting a bit boring towards the end, once we start playing fucking Under the Sand in January on a Friday, you're going to really regret asking for the end of Kerbal. Kerbin, live happily ever after. Doomhaus Space Agency, live happily ever after. The fucking green stains on Minmus, live happily ever after. But for now, it is goodbye. I can't even alt F4 properly. Don't trust it. There's some umbrella bullshit going on. Under the Sand, that's just jalopy, but shit. This Bybeat's fault. So next week, by the way, or not next week, sorry, next week's final week, but in January, I'm waiting for this to fucking close now. That's where we've got to. I can't even close it. That firework display didn't make Kerbal crash. It made Kerbal crash-proof. It's now immortal. Is there anything I can do about this? Kerbal, please go away. It's fighting me. Wait, what am I going to do? I need to fight. Oh. And that was it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the very last time, thank you, Kerbal, and goodbye. But we have important things to do. Right, ladies and gentlemen, would anybody like to be Person of the Century of Christmas Day? If applicable for the people that thought we should have ended earlier. Teardown just got completed 2 weeks ago. Yeah, perfect. That's true, actually. So Teardown, which is the next main game, is a destruction-based... I don't know what it is. We'll find out when we get to it. That is what we're going to be playing on Fridays from this point forward, ladies and gentlemen. Now Kerbal has come to an end. But somewhere during Trailmakers, I promised Bybeat that I was going to... that we would do one Under the Sand stream, which is a terrible game that we should never have started, but we collected beans in it and it was rubbish. So I promised Bybeat we're going to go in there and look at the new content. Apparently the guy did about 4 hours work on it over lockdown, and that's apparently in our future. I don't know why either. So I look forward to that. There's going to be one stream of that in January, then we're going to start Teardown. And Physics Friday is going to be Under the Sand, Teardown, and then Eric, I'm going to do a little bit of Polybridge. And then maybe my summer car, if you all behave. Can we get some Latvian radio? It was Kazakhstani radio I went for last time, if you remember. Hold the power, unplug the power, kill the circuit breaker, bolt cut the power lines. Oh, that was such a shot of victory at the end there. That was beautiful. Mikey Wood, what? Sorry, Cellist. I'd like to be Person of the Century of Christmas Day. I know, right? Right, boys and girls, if you would like to win the Person of the Century of the Day, there's only 6 points left this year for you to win. I mean, somebody could win all 6 and overtake Eric right now. Or Eric could win another one. Ladies and gentlemen, you must simply say the password. And the password is... gone. Yeah, we did hear of Bill Withers' death, didn't we, during Under the Sand. Right, we've got Koala for the Greens. We've got Mind Right for the Greens. We've got Oranges, sorry. We've got Alcarion for the Oranges. Cats for the Greens. Eric for the Greens. This was more of you than I thought it would be. Tag Slack for the Cheeky for the Oranges. Tag Slack for the Oranges. Trim for the Greens. Cellist. Fuck you, Sabertron. And Cardi for the Greens. Is that everybody? It's a nice quiet one, you see. Turns out doing streams on major holidays is a good idea. You've got a 1 in 10 chance of winning Person of the Century of Christmas Day right here, ladies and gents. Right, we've got Koala, Mindray, Alcarion, Caps, Eric, Cheeky, Taxlack, Trim, Cellist, and Cardi. Is that everybody? What a thing to remember. I know where I was when Bill Withers died. Yeah, on a fucking post-apocalyptic desert road for some reason. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 picks the level. Go. You see, you lot are getting tret for surviving the... I think there's a really big delay. I think I might have fucked something with the... Cellist says 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are on the level Slippery Slopes. 10 marbles into the race. Person of the Century of Christmas Day goes to the person that's earned it. Shake, I just missed you. Unlucky Shake, we're doing stream races after. The level is Slippery Slopes. Chris Man is the record holder on 3 minutes and 5 seconds. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Best of luck to everybody. You can take the crown from Eric, or does Eric win himself another one? Of course it's possible, because the demon wins everything. Someone stop him. He can't do it again. Mind right in third place for the oranges. Cat's in second place for the greens. Eric in first place for the greens. This is disgusting, Eric. Sorry, Shay. I think there's a bit of a delay. It's acting up. Eric's gone left side, and he's got the overtake. Cat's on the right. Fuck off if Eric does this. Eric is miles in the lead as we speak. Trim's Cellist, Tags like they're all approaching. Can Eric get hit by one of the rocks? It's tight. He needs to get a good drop though, and it's not likely he does because somebody always falls straight down this bullshit. Look, somebody's going to beat him to it. Somebody beat him to that fucking... Trim looked like he was in the lead at the start, but Tagslack is in the lead now. Koala's trying to get round him, but Tagslack's still managing to hold on. Eric still hasn't got the drop. I think Eric's just dropped back a little bit. That's my end, I think, says Shake. Wait, what's your end, Shake? Sorry? Missing marbles? Oh, the delay's on your end. Yeah, you may be right. My name is so aerodynamic. I don't think you've got the drop yet, Eric. No, you're there. You're just with Cellist. Look, I mean, some bullshit could happen yet. But you have fallen quite far behind. You're stuck with, I think, Cellist, is it? Or Cats at the back. It looks like Tagslack is in the lead as we speak, though. Cardi's just pushed Koala out of the mess. Cheeky's here as well. The skis will change everything, it's true. Eric is actually finally falling. Cellist gets the drop. Here comes Eric, but Tagslack, Cardi, Alkarion, Koala, Cheeky. All in this front running. Let me get a good view of what's going on in this mess. Tagslack's got overtaken. Koala for the Cheeky for the oranges. Can Cheeky win? Koala's out. Does she win Person of the Century of Christmas Day? That would be actually good, actually, because Koala could remove gold and we could all celebrate. Unity! Koala's gold in the distance. But I think Tagslack and Cardi might have got a bit of better distance here. Trim's fucking about at the back. Trim and Katsu were neck and neck for the fucking mug at one point, if you recall, are struggling now. Eric finally drops onto the skis. He's on his own ski. I don't know whether that's beneficial or not, but Cardi and Tagslack for green and orange respectively are fighting it out at the back here. This is our front two as we speak. Can Cardi hold out behind Tagslack? Can Tagslack do this for the oranges? Cardi has a bit of a bad jump. Can he make it? He does. Cardi is going to get the first attempt. A lot of people fail this jump. Eric's still on the skis. I think we're safe from the demon for this one. But Cardi's got not much momentum. He's managed to find some though. Tagslack and Alkarion are wrestling for second place. I don't know if you can see that from my fat fucking face. But Cardi's gone backwards. Cardi backwards is the opposite of forwards. Tagslack's approaching. Can Tagslack make the split? Or does he go backwards too? Tagslack makes it. Tagslack might get around at Cardi. He does. They're going for the final jump. Does Tagslack or Cardi take this for the greens or the oranges? Cardi! Ooh. Easy. Cardi takes Person of the Century of Christmas Day. And just like that, the greens win yet another point on their march to destruction. Koala fluffs the final jump. Alkarion does the big stunts. Alkarion second place for the oranges. And Cellist is the final person on the podium. Here comes Eric. He doesn't need a win anymore, does he? Of course he doesn't. What the fuck does Eric care at this point? Cheeky takes third place for the oranges. Right, let me remove the crown from Eric's head. And place the crown on Cardi. Where's Cardi? Cardi, well played. Boys and girls, should we do some teeny tiny stream races to finish the year?
Yes, in taking of Christmas Fuchs-Joal.
What was that? All I could hear was Cybertron seething in the background. Yes, I'm the king of Christmas. Fuck you all. Cardi well played. The king of Christmas. Right. Well, I guess the ultimate Friday is Christmas fucking Eve, right? Therefore, let's do some Friday bullshit and play a little bit of... Did I hear you say Cellist was third on the podium? I thought it was going to be Cellist, but you fucking missed the end. You fell off. And so did Eric. Right, let's have oranges win the final point. Let's just cancel the greens out a little bit. Bow down, peasants, says Cardi. Greens, you have won 256 points. You revert back to 0, and the oranges win Person of the Century of the Day. The year. Technically, this is only the penultimate Friday. No, I don't mean of the year. I mean, it's like the ultimate Friday, because usually Friday is the day before the one you're looking forward to, right? Whereas this one is the day before the big day, Christmas Day. Time for my heel turn, Sisk. Boys and girls, if you'd like to play a little bit of Stream Races, why don't you type the word race in chat? Cheeky is in, Eric in, Shake in, Mindright, Tagslack in, Cardi is in, Cellist in. I'm going to start at 7 because I don't think there's many others, right? Cats is in, Alkarion is in. You all know the rules to this, right? I don't need to say them again. Do you know what, Eric? I'm kind of interested to see if anybody can pull off an overtake next week. Can you imagine? I think even you would accept defeat if somebody managed to pull back a 3-point lead at the end of the year. If somebody should, dare I say, did a you. Right, let's have an orange point. Oh, if so, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Hats off to him. Right, best of luck, everybody. Hey, if there's a Stubbler around, I might be able to get us 2 points. We begin. A huge 490 nuke from Cellist. How did nobody survived that. Cellist with an absolute nuke from orbit, 490 bits. Shakes up the entire race. Who actually lands? Alkarion landed first. Mindright is put straight into first place. Cats is taken off the level by Mindright. They're both skipping the corner. Mindright with the big cheats. You love to see it. Somehow it considers Shake to be in first place, but Mindright for the oranges takes the lead from that bullshit. Cats in second place for the greens. Mindright spins out all over the place, but he might get back on the track just in time for Alkarion to get the overtake. Tagslack with a big boom. Takes Alkarion out of the race, allowing Mindright to take second place. An enormous boom from Cardi. Does this take Mindright out? It doesn't. Nobody can get their wheels on the ground in this race. Cardi, thank you for the massive bits. Tagslack, thank you for the big bits. Cellist, thank you for the enormous monster bits. God damn it. But Mindright is in first place. Can he hold on to this? Santa. Santa, we've got a hell of a delay today. I don't know whether I caused it or what. I don't know what's going on. There's probably loads of streams going on right now. That just came in when I laughed at your name, Santa. But Mindright is in first place for the oranges. Cheeky second place for the oranges. Cat's in third place for the greens. Mindright's drunk. Go home. He's doing this. Come on, Cheeky. What we're going to need you to do is just defend Cats at the back. We've had it a lot, haven't we, where one team wins Person of the Century of the Day on a Friday and the other team wins Stream Races. Cheeky's doing some big stunts as we speak. I don't know if Mindright's going to stick the landing. Cheeky didn't go near as far, but a boom from Shake screws Cellist, and Cellist goes flying, but a big boom from Cardi screws everybody else, and it takes Cats out of the running. The demon is here. Cardi, thank you for the big bits. Shake, thank you for the bits. Mindright's coded himself. Can Cheeky help him out? He can. Look at that teamwork from the oranges. Tagslack goes flying over the fucking level in the background. The demon is in third place, though. Keep an eye on him. He's kind of good at fucking things up for everybody. The demon. You know what he's like? Jesus, Eric. We're going to have to get this mug sent ASAP. Mindright takes first round. Expertly done. Cheeky takes second. The oranges win round 1 to 3. Thank you all for the massive bits, by the way. Everybody's been stupid and generous today. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you for all the donations earlier, especially yours, Cheeky. God fucking damn it. Right. If anybody's available to host golf tonight, I may actually join a bit later on because she's gone away for Christmas now, so my usual Friday obligations are not a thing, unless there's like loads of AV because I desperately need it. I'll be about. Good shit, Tagslack. So if anybody's doing some Christmas golf, wait, do we theme it? Or do I impose a theme from a distance? What would 2 Christmas colours be? Green balls and red balls? 12, how are we? Welcome to the stream. Kerbal finished. Eric might be available. Big mic from Eric. Come on, Cellist. White and gold is Christmas colours? I'll be around. I have no interest in flying to the States right now. Right, round 2. If she's away, it's probably blue ball. That took me a second. Right, type race, everybody. Just tell me what time to see your Christmas balls. Cat does pretty good. Yeah, there's such a delay, by the way. Everybody type race. There we go. People are hearing me now. Eric's in, Mindright's in, Cheeky's in. Somebody at Santa and tell him to type race. Koala's in, 12's in, Shake's in, Cardi's in, Tagslack's in, Cellist's in. We're going. Type race, race, race. Wait, 12, type it again. You aren't actually in, I didn't realise. 12, type race again. You got a phone call right when the fun stuff started. There we go, 12's in as well. Augur, welcome to the stream.
Never that's it.
How did ZG go? Big delay. I think the breaking of Kerbal properly fucked the stream somehow. I've not got any dropped frames or anything, but it just seems to have created like a 15-second delay. You can't talk. Right, if the Oranges win the second one, the Oranges win the second point of the day, but Koala on her first run in Monster Marble, in Stream Races, takes the lead. So the only thing about it is that with this guy, holy shit, Eric the Demon goes flying. Cats and Eric have a bit of trouble at the back, taking them both out of the race. And Cardi for the Greens, current person, King of Christmas, has been thrown off. Can Mindright again? Koala's blocking Tagslack, Koala's blocking Cellist, Koala's blocking Augur. This is good, this is good. A boom comes in from Cardi. Can he hit Mindright? He can. Cardi hits Mindright perfectly with a huge boom, and Cellist for the Greens. That was expertly done. Now Augur and Cellist, they're sandwiching Shake. Can Augur get right up? Ooh, this is troublesome. Shake for the Oranges is in the lead, but he's coned himself. The Demon is behind, but he's also coned himself. Tagslack and Alkarion for the Oranges in third and fourth. These two are heavily coned right now. Can Tagslack get the overtake? He's just got to stay on his wheels. What if the Demon loses his cone and takes first place? He doesn't, absolutely. But fucking Tagslack hits the wall. The Demon loses his cone and takes first place. Tagslack goes for a boom.
Oh.
And it fucks everybody but the Greens. No! The Demon's in the lead. This is bad. Tagslack, thank you for the massive bits. Cardi, thank you for the massive bits. Augur, thank you for the bits. You got 1,700 rep and a load of Bijus and coins. That's not bad. Tagslack goes for another big boom. Can he get Eric? He does. Eric parks up, look, just so he can hit the bridge and land on his wheels. But he does fall down the cliff on the other side. This is going to cause Eric problems. I'll tell you what is a problem, though. This nerd in second. Oh, come on, Alkarion. Cellist takes first place for the Greens. Eric gets his respawn in the background to take third for the Greens, but Alkarion is right here for the Oranges. Alkarion, we need some big stunts right here. Tagsack, thank you for the massive bits, by the way. Alkarion has landed, but Cellist is just managed. Mindright's here, Tagsack's here, Cheeky's here. Everybody is here to potentially take Cellist. Get him! Cellist, just lose, please. Then we can have a Stubbler round, you know what I mean? Oh, that's Cellist coned himself. He has! Cellist coned himself. Mindright, Alkarion, this is your chance. Cheeky's here as well. Everybody's here to try and take this lead from Cellist, but he might... Look at all these Oranges! Yes, the Demon is... How did the Demon take out 3 fucking Oranges there? Alkarion's trying to get round, but the Demon is here, and they are double teaming Alkarion. The violence is unbelievable, but thankfully, Tagslack manages to capitalise on the violence, and the Greens manage to screw themselves as well as they did the Oranges. Tagslack for the Oranges is in the lead. Mindright for the Oranges second. Alkarion for the Oranges third place. Cellist is right there though in fourth. Tagslack, we're going to need you to finish this level as quick as you can. Everybody stretch. Cellist in pure frustration posts a shit bucket in the channel. He knows it's all going wrong. Tagslack, don't cone yourself, that's all I ask. No! If Cellist gets through this, I'm fucking coned. Tagslack's still there, but Cellist has managed to get the landing. This is bad. Tagslack's been released. 12's here as well. He's got an actual cone this time instead of a cat's take. No! Fuck! That orange victory was... Oh, Jesus. Cats takes first place. The Greens win the second round and it goes to the tiebreaker, boys and girls. Bollocks. Tagslack's racing line was so perfect that he ended up right in the middle of the road and ended up... God damn it. Tagslack, well played. It was a worthy effort. Cats with the clutch win. It was right at the death. Whew. We've got a full stream of stream races coming up, by the way, between Christmas and New Year. Don't forget, final week is happening. And one of which is a full stream races stream with Monster Marbles rules, but in this. And everybody keep your fucking wallets to yourselves. Right, the Oranges win first round. The Greens win the second. The third round is the decider. Cardi trickles in over the end at the end. Boys and girls, keep an eye on the chat, and if you see anybody type the word race I'll tell you what I'll do this. You don't usually see the Doomhaus talking in this channel. Go! Well, I didn't mean to... I typed race and I put myself in. I didn't mean to do that. It's not the Stubbler round. Stubbler, get out. Everybody stop joining. Good, there we go. Right. Keep an eye on the screen. We've got Koala, 12, Mindrite, Cats, Tagslack, Eric, Alkirion, Shake, Cardi, all in. Cellists in.
You're idiot.
Everybody type race a few times. Did I kick Augur? Augur, type race. Tagslack redeems a highlighted message for 100,000 channel points. Augur's in again. Tagslack. That's one hell of a way to do it. Tagslack redeems 100,000 channel points for a highlighted message. It had to be done. Yes, it did. Right, I think you're all in. Good spot, by the way, Tagslack. Right, if you want a delay test, get the word bottoms ready to type. And press enter in. 3, 2, 1. Now. Burning your bits up now. Third round is the cider. Cellist. Tagslack, Koala. Mindrite, Eric. We begin. 100,000 points, how decadent. Right, we're off again, ladies and gentlemen. There's some people that have got a massive delay that I haven't seen yet if you've typed it. Koala takes first place for the Greens, and Mindrite and Cheeky and Alkirion are right there. Is this where Koala wins the final point of the year for the Greens? Koala, we're going to need you to do some catastrophic bullshit and fly off the level. Mindrite spins out on the attempted overtake. He does clip Cheeky, but a huge boom comes in from Cardi. Does he get Koala? He doesn't. Does he take... Cardi perfectly swats away all the oranges that were hoping to get the overtake. That was perfectly done from Cardi. Cardi, thank you for the big bits. Cats, well done on the highlighted message. Koala does land on the cones though and spins around a little bit. Can anybody get the overtake? Tagslack, perfect. But a huge boom comes in from Tagslack.
Oh.
And he screws Mindrite and Cellist from potentially getting the overtake. Koala just hit the wrong landing, landed on the tyres and spun a little bit and faced in the wrong direction. Tagslack for the oranges is in first. Shaking set. Where the fuck did Augur come from? I was about to celebrate too early, but for some reason, Augur has appeared out of nowhere and is now causing problems. Augur hits the tyres and causes himself even more though. But Tagslack spun out. Tagslack spun out and hit the wall. Augur's trying to appear out of nowhere. Tagslack, thank you for the massive bits. Tagslack gets his respawn, but so does Augur. Tagslack, you're going to have to hold on for this. Because Augur is approaching. Tagslack's cunned himself. Koala's back. Augur's back. Tagslack, the buys are coming. Koala's cunned herself. But Augur is still there. Koala's still going at full speed. The buys are approaching. Floor it, Tagslack, says Cats. Tagslack spinning out. Koala and Augur are here. But they don't seem to have got good landings. Come on, Tagslack, you can do this. Just hold out. Shake's coming right behind if you need a bit of fucking defence. Slap him off the pitch. You can do this. Koala's right here. Augur got a bad landing. Shake's taken third, but Koala is the danger all of a sudden. Tagslack goes for a boost and hits the wall. Tagslack now. Does Koala hit the same thing? She does. Tagslack's free. That looked really dangerous for a second there, but right at the death. Tagslack takes first place and the oranges win the second point. Tagslack, what is this parking? Fuck. Which means that the final scores before Christmas Day at least are 2-5-6 to the oranges and 1-8-4 for the greens and 1-8-4 to the oranges. Next week, this is the time to say it. Congratulations to the oranges for the comeback. I was so hoping you would overshoot with that boost and go fly. Next week is final week. With the scores currently sitting at 2-5-6 to the greens and 1-8-4 to the oranges, the normal Doomhaus streaming schedule is cancelled. And instead we are playing 5 rounds to determine who wins 2021. The greens technically already have it won. But there is 11 points available every day next week. If it sticks to the schedule, Monday will be Monster Marbles. If you win Monster Marbles, you win yourself 1 point and your team an extra 10 bonus points. So one team is getting 11 points on Monday. Tuesday is FIFA 99. So the top 15, I think it is, or top 16 point scorers from every team will be assigned a player in FIFA 99, and it'll have your name and everything. And the Greens versus Orange fight in a full 90-minute game controlled by the AI, and whichever team wins the bonus 10 points, and marbles is for person of the century of the day after that. Wednesday, Monster Stream Races, which is Monster Marbles rules but with stream races. That one pretty much explains itself. Then it gets sweaty because Thursday is the top 16 from the Greens and the top 16 from the Oranges facing off in 3 rounds of a best of 3 Worms Armageddon. Marbles determines who's person of the century of the day, but the 10 points goes to whoever wins the best of 3 in Worms Armageddon. AI again as usual. And then Friday is a full AI WWF No Mercy from 2001, I think it came out, Royal Rumble. 40 person of the century of the day winners from the top to the bottom are going to have a wrestler assigned to them, and they are all going to fight in a complete free-for-all, and the last person standing in the ring at the very end will be both person of the century of the year and will also win the 10 bonus points. There is 55 points to play for. In my orange head, I dream of at least the Oranges getting over 200 points. And then that's not as bad. And then we can finally, at the end of that, crown who is the winner of 2021 and who takes the cake. I'm going to miss the Royal Rumble because of a New Year's Eve hospital appointment. That's some bullshit. Shit. Well, hopefully, Koala, it'll be about 4 hours long like the last one was. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. As Eric and 12 and everybody says, and Shake, Merry Christmas to everybody. Those who are celebrating it today, I hope you've had a good day and have a good evening. Those who celebrate tomorrow, I hope you enjoy it. And those who don't celebrate it, I just hope you have a good day and some time off work. Because that's all we really want, right? And I will see you all on Monday for the beginning, the final week. Can we just all have one final salute for Kerbal Space Program, who ended in dramatic fashion today as we lost Eric, Scotty, Alkirion, Mina and Santa on Minmus. They all died. And Razor died in probably the most dramatic death on his first ever mission at the very end with a Kerbal breaking firework display. Jesus. Right, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to thank everybody for the bits today. The bits have been fucking ludicrous. I appreciate everybody's bits during the whole thing, let alone stream races. Thank you all for the hosts and the raids and the subs as well. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the multiple subs. Thank you for the gifted subs. And thank you for the stupidly high donation, Cheeky. That is very, very generous. I think it'll buy all our games for 2020. Cheeky, Cellist, Koala. Yeah, let's eat some food. You're right. Eric, Cats, 12, Shake, Tagslack, and everybody else. Enjoy golf this evening, whatever you're choosing to do. I will see you all on Monday. I love you all very, very much. Sincerely, this has been a banger of a year, but we'll summarise it at the end of this final week. But for now, have a good Christmas. I love you all. Keep an eye out on Twitch for anybody who might be live from the Doomhaus family. I'm getting out of here. Thank you all. Thank you, Kerbal. Thank you, everybody that competed. Eric, do you have as a final word? This is not the final word, Cheek.
Smart.
Eric's final word is this. Jim Jan Juggles. What? Merry Christmas.